Guys, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with this whole thing. We have too much to discuss. We are going to we're going to discuss Barcelona. We're going to discuss Juventus, Pirlo, maybe even throw in a bit of Cristiano. We're going to discuss Boychester divided, Red Bull Leipzig, and yes, everyone's favorite topic. We're going to discuss a little bit of racism as well. Oh, as well, it just might have to be called the Kepa Arrizabalaga Academy.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Guys, it's the kid, 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 it's the kid. Guys, there is so much to discuss. There is almost too much to discuss, but we have to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. And I think the first place to start, because I mean, the whole PSG Istanbul thing is a whole thing that we don't even know the full details. But I think that there's only one place to start, and that is at Camp Nou. I think that is the best place to start is at Camp Nou. Now, it has been 7 years since Barcelona lost a Champions League game at Camp Nou. 7 years. And in 2013, they lost to the Arjen Robben-inspired Bayern Munich, also went on to win a treble. That side are far better than this Juventus side. In all of my years watching Barcelona, dating back to the Romario days, Ronaldo days, Rivaldo days, the Dino era, the Messi era, and so forth, I don't think I have seen Barcelona look worse. I don't think that I've seen them look worse. So abject, so useless, so completely and totally garbage. Langlets. Because, and see, and my thing is that I'm not here to talk about, because I know the Cristiano fanboys will be like, oh my gosh, this does not mean that Ronaldo is not better than Messi. Ronaldo has not shown up. Messi. We'll get to that. We'll get to that because I know that is everybody's fun and lovely subject. That's everyone's favorite subject. We will get to that. 100% we will get to that. But I want to just deal with the game, specifically of Juve Barcelona, because for me, I think for Juventus, you've got to give them the dub, and you've got to give Pirlo the dub, because Juventus, that was a very good performance where they totally, completely exposed Barcelona with very intelligent forward attack play, but they defended it very well. And they did an extremely good job against Barcelona. It was a crap Barcelona side, but for me, I'm not going to take anything away from what Juventus did by how crap and useless Barcelona are, and where Barcelona. This is the worst. This is by far the worst Barcelona have ever been. And I'll be shocked if Messi doesn't announce that he is leaving Barcelona next week, that he is buying himself out of this freaking contract. I'll not be surprised, because seems the only way to go forth. So, Stodge, talk to me, man. Barcelona, Juve. How did Barcelona get here? And how much credit should we give to Juventus for that absolutely amazing performance by them?
Yep. Juventus deserve all credit because I don't think you can make an argument that this is, in the last decade, the weakest Juventus team as well. So just flip it both ways. They deserve a lot of credit. Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit, dispatching 2 penalties beautifully and winning one of them. On the other side, Messi, Messi's struggling. He's struggling. I'd like to apologize to one guy in here who saw it before everyone else. BD Core. This guy has been preaching it for years and years and years, and everyone laughed. Everyone said Barcelona have still got it. Barcelona is still doing it, but look at the results now. And they're lucky that they could, just like Manchester United got knocked out. If Barcelona were in a better group, it's a possibility they could have got knocked out as well. Griezmann, He's been a flop. I
It's
think I've
a
given it
flop.
enough
It's a
time
flop.
now.
It's the biggest. It is arguably the biggest flop in history in terms of
Yeah,
price
I
paid
mean,
and what you expected. So
exactly. But the weird thing is, you could just Coutinho, Griezmann. They've got a lot of those type of high money flops. Um, Koeman, does he get sacked now? Or actually, he's not going to get sacked. But I don't think he's going to make it past December. They might sack him on Christmas Day.
Bring back Valverde. Bring back Valverde.
relax.
No, no,
So
yeah, Barcelona are just awful. As for Messi, Messi,
no,
what's
no,
the
no.
point
Okay,
of leaving
okay,
now?
okay, okay, okay. Let me ask you this: how much blame should Messi take for this? Because I know that a lot of the sad fanboys who have no lives will say, "Oh my gosh, Ronaldo is better than Messi now. Messi's crap. Messi's finished." So how much blame should Messi have for that 3-0 beatdown?
I didn't watch the game because I was enjoying another game.
Oh God.
But with Messi, I wouldn't put the blame on him this game. But if you look at the last few results, there's got to be some blame on him as well because he did decide whether it was right or wrong. He did create a lot of controversy around the club in the summer. And people could argue that affected Barcelona worse. The players don't know what to do. Everyone's out of rhythm. Some people I've heard saying, I've not seen it, but some people say that he doesn't even look interested on the pitch. There was that clip of him, where people were just walking past him. He didn't even care. So you could look at it both ways, or you could say he's been a loyal servant. He wants to go, but you didn't let him leave. I have to say, I admit, Ansu Fati, I underrated him because it seems like this guy was holding the club together, a 17-year-old
It's
at the beginning of the season.
A teenager.
And who said it?
Whoa.
Who was the first one?
Bidiko,
who
your connection is all mad. Your connection is mad. Okay, wait. Let me bring in before I come to Samuel, man. Let me just hit this, man. So, from your boy Martin Rosario says, where are these delusional Barca talking crap? Before I told you that first the game was a fluke. Il Maestro and Cristiano bust. That's worthless club all over. Lazio Rosario. As much as I want to go against you, as much as I want to insult you, it is what it is. Juventus topped the freaking group. And I, in a billion years, did not see this happening. From Owl Boy says, Messi, 1 open play goal from last 47 shots. Ronaldo, 4 defensive clearances, 2 goals. This means more. Rooney is a spot stunning. Okay, so let me get this straight, my dear friend. So because he scored 2 penalties, he's therefore now better than Messi? And because he made 7 defensive clearances. So 7 defensive clearances and 2 penalties means that he's better than Messi? Okay, if that's your logic, then fair enough, man. From Antonio Badani, Messi is definitely leaving next summer. Yes, sir. No way he stays. I definitely wouldn't, and I'm a Barca fan. Such a poor game. I don't know what to think anymore. This team is just beyond bad. # no to racism. We will get to that. We are going to get to that. And from Osasuna, who says, I was watching Brick United's first 30 minutes with this on the side. Every time I looked here, the ball was in Barca's half. Only Messi and Dest can hold pride. How have you reached a point where only Messi and Serginho Dest are the only quality players in this team? That is sick. Samuel, talk to me, man.
This is why I love the Champions League. This is what I live for. We're going to get to those bums, Man United, later. But let me talk about Barcelona.
We're going to get it.
Let me talk about Barcelona. Barcelona, this team is terrible. Can I ask you guys one question? Was Griezmann playing?
Yes. Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
No, Samuel, I don't know because there's currently an APB out for Griezmann.
I was going to say
spotted.
that.
Yeah, he's not been spotted.
I was going to say that.
I'm watching the highlights. He's playing.
He was playing?
Yeah.
Where? Was he playing at the camp now?
Striker.
I don't think he was playing, bro.
To be honest, because this Barcelona team has to be one of the worst Barcelona teams I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Samuel, what do you mean by one of them? Name me a worst team.
It's the worst.
This is still the same call that
let me reword what I just said. This Barcelona team is the worst team I've seen in my lifetime. 100% facts. When you have defenders like long legs in your team, yeah, that's all I have to say. Anyways, credit due to Juventus. They did the job. They did it very well. I won't lie. I'm not gonna overhype Ronaldo. I like Ronaldo a lot, but he scored 2 penalties yet, but he did his job. Cool. That's all need to be said about him. But Juventus, they did well. They got the dub. Yeah, that's it's great. Barcelona. If you looked at the group table, I was when you showed it on Sunday, I think I was so shocked that Barcelona already had 15 points, and I was thinking this group is so trash.
Yeah,
this group is so trash because when you look at Barcelona, is it far fetched for me to say they can get knocked out the round of 16?
No, because Samuel, do you know what would be the greatest twist? What if they pull out the ball? FC Barcelona. FC Bayern Munich. Samuel, let me tell you this right now. If Koeman survives and that happens, I don't want that game to be played. I will petition for that game not to be played because, Samuel, from what I see there, we're looking at 15-2.
No, it should be one leg only.
Remember,
we're looking at
15-2. Forfeit rule.
It should be one leg.
No. I don't think you guys are listening to what I'm saying. This team lost 8-2. They've gotten worse since then. 18-2 in a single game. We're talking 18 Gs over 90 minutes. 18 Gs.
It's gonna be like the Ajax game.
It's messed up, man.
And as you told me last time, all the Bayern Munich goals came from open play. So Barcelona, this is bad. I think we've already established this is bad, but can we establish this again? This is bad. Anyways, let's move on.
All right, so before I come to ITSS, let me just hit. Actually, no, I'm going to come to Damien, actually, the Barca fan. So, Tower Aaron says, Cristiano delivering us another Bayern Barca lubrication. What? He scored 2 penalties. Well done. Congrats. He showed up. And he did his thing. How is this the same as the bloodshed that Bayern delivered against these guys?
He means that since Ronaldo won, they're gonna face Bayern again. I think that's what he means.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Bro, if I see Bayern and Barcelona, that match has to be forfeited. Nemeth Patel, HH, we might face Bayern next. I'm shaking. Nemeth, forfeit rule. Suleiman, Arthur bust that midfield. Yeah, he played a lot better. Remember, he was actually under pressure from Pirlo, who was really happy with the way that he was performing. Damon Perez, man. Thank goodness you're not an Egg Boy hero. How are you coping with your club getting Lara Crofted in the way that they have been? Where do we go from here, Damien?
First, we gotta sell most of our players. That second goal, oh my God. How do you leave that space open? Oh. And Longley was supposed to be the senior defender. Well, no, Jordi Alba, but he's also shit. I'll try to keep this PG. I wasn't surprised because we lost to Cadiz, we lost to Getafe.
You weren't surprised? So you were surprised that you lost at home 3-0.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
Okay.
At the preview, I was surprised seeing a lot of Barca fans very confident, and I was like, "Why are you guys so confident? They got Ronaldo back, they got De Ligt back." I'm like, "Why are you guys so confident? Where's his chest coming from?" And look, and now all of them are like hiding, and it's like, come on, like with the, I'm lost for words.
Damien, man, I feel you, man. I feel you.
I don't even know how to like put this into words. I mean,
it's bad. No, it's bad. Damien, it's bad. I mean, for as long as I've been watching football, this is the worst I've ever seen in Barcelona. I've been watching football since the 90s. This is the worst Barcelona have ever been. They are they've reached the very bottom of the pit. The very bottom of the pit. Original Base Annie, I need to hire a sniper for Ole's head. Base Annie, we're gonna get to your boys. We're going to get to Boy Chester, and we're going to get to the use of Norwegian White Magic Man. Totally awesome. Does this mean Bayern vs Barca round of 16? No, it doesn't. Because totally awesome, I'm going to stop it. Because I think that will be child abuse if that happens. From Adrian Kinkladze, You keep coming up with different ways to go at Ronaldo. 9 more goals in 2020 than Leva, less games. 80th minute tackling Messi. Ronaldo gives everything. Oh my God, for God. Why you guys are so annoying? I give him credit. What more do you want? Well done, you scored 2 goals. I'm sorry, there's only so much credit I can give you for scoring 2 penalties. Those are 2
They
penalties.
just want us to say that he's better than Maradona. That's what they want us to say.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Well, I'm not going to say it, you freaking psychopaths. He does his job and he showed up. He should, because goals are goals, and he put those goals away and he put it down and he won the first penalty. So 100% he's shown up. And as long as Juve have Cristiano, they have a chance. They have a chance. I'm not going to call him the GOAT because he scored 2 penalties. I will give him credit. I will say, you know what, you did your thing. What more do you want from me? You want me to now call him the greatest of all time because you scored 2 penalties? Guys, relax, chill. I test. Talk to me, man. Barca, Juve, man.
Oh man, to be honest, I watched the United game. I went through a lot, but I'll talk about.
I test. We're gonna go in on that. We'll I test. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a very long night. So you just be prepared. So please talk about Barca first, please.
So on Barca, man, this is the worst Barca team I've ever seen in the past 30 years, without a doubt. This has to be the worst Barca team in the past 30 years. They're an absolute mess, and I don't know how Koeman never got sacked yet. Yeah, but why did they sack Valverde? Why? Now hindsight, we're all looking back at it, and we're like, "Raw, Valverde actually did a very good job."
How bad was Valverde? And remember, people were against me. Barca fans were like, "Oh no, Valverde's horrible. He's so bad." How could you see this? I was like, appreciate what you have, because you don't know what you have once it's gone. You don't know what you have once it's gone. But continue.
100%, man. That question needs to be asked. How bad was Valverde really, or how good was he really? How good was he really? Because look how they won two leagues in a row, and look how bad they are now. Under Setien as well. Look how bad they were, 8-2, and now where they are in the league, bro. I don't know how Koeman hasn't been sacked yet. He needs to be sacked ASAP, and I don't know what's going on with the board situation.
So do you think Juve, top of the group, does this put them as one of the favorites, dark horses for the Champions League? With Ronaldo, how far do you think they can get?
I think Juve, if they get Pogba in January, because that's what I'm hearing. Pogba could go to Juve in January. If they get Pogba in January, I think they could be favorites if they get Pogba.
But can he still play, or can you re-register? Because he's already played for United in the Champions League, though. So I don't know whether they can still register.
Can't play them.
Yeah, I don't think
sure,
he will play.
But I heard the rules changed.
They changed it. They changed it.
Haaland.
Yes, true.
Haaland played for Salzburg and Dortmund.
The rules changed.
Yeah,
he can play. He can play.
That would be huge. That would be huge. See, if Juve can get Pogba in this team, especially in this crazy COVID year, I think Juve can do something, man. Okay, look, man, let me bring in. So from a Martin Rosara says that, where is that brick Cassius hiding as usual? Bro, I mean, a few people are trying to get in here, but yeah.
What about Red Devil?
He claims he's got an exam tomorrow.
What happened to Marcus Ballon d'Or Rashford?
Yasser Said, please feel free. If you're here, please come to me. I will create a space for any Barca United fans. Just tell me, I'll create a space. From Hakim, who says, can't wait to see Ramos versus Daniel James in Europa. Hakim, shut your mouth. Hakim, shut your dang on mouth. Shut your dang on mouth.
Man.
Suleiman, Mustafi will do a better job than Lenglet. Yes, he would. Of course he would. And that isn't a crazy thing to say. Lenglet is trash. From Osasuna, it's okay, Barca United fans. At least you don't have more foul throws and goals since early October. Cough, cough, Arsenal. Valverde is the GOAT. Dear Lord. I think Barca fans need a double space apology for Valverde. 100%. They need at least a triple space for Valverde. From a boy, Gunzo, aka Forever Misunderstood. Relax, people. Istanbul will beat PSG.
I dare them.
No.
It doesn't change anything. Even if they beat PSG, Manu are still gone.
Yeah.
Yes, because they lost. Yes. Good points. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, because they have a better head-to-head. Because they've got a better head-to-head.
For PSG, it's just about second or first.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. From Antonio Badan, he says that as a Barca fan, it just seems dark and I only see it's getting worse, man. Barca may also go bankrupt. Jesus. These CR fans are stupid. Did you all watch the game? Antonio Badan, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So let me just wait, guys. We've got 500 guys in here, guys. This is going to be a big time hangout. Please support the channel. Hit that like button. Mods, splash it on people. Tell guys to hit that like button, guys. We're giving you that content crack. We're giving that content crack. We're gonna go in on United. We're gonna go in on United. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Please, please, please smash and hit that like button. Support the channel. Support the content crack. Hit that like button. So where are we gonna go to? Let's go to Alex.
Ben.
Yeah. Okay. To be fair to Messi, he actually created a lot of chances, but he can't finish for his life. His shooting has declined massively, and he's mentally not there. Like,
thank you. Now you're going at the point. This looks like a guy who just doesn't want to be here. And also, as him says it, after the game, did he look like if he actually cared?
No, he knows he's gonna leave.
Yeah, because he's like, screw it. So it's like, okay, sorry, I'll let you go. But this whole Ronaldo v Messi thing, people are like, oh my God, Messi doesn't give a crap. Right as a runner, he's like, as soon as I can get out of this freaking crap fest, the better, because he knows that this is a complete mess. It's a total mess, and Barcelona, you're so unfortunate and bad that all they're doing was just pass to Messi, pass to Messi, pass to Messi. So you were like, let's just triple team this dude. Because all they're doing is passing to one man. And this man is trying to dribble a whole team by himself. So it's literally one man against like 5, 6 guys. Exactly. It is a total mess. Continue.
Yeah, Lenglet is a break. We already know that. And the fullbacks Cuadrado and Alexandro, they controlled the game. They were so good this game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we can blame Coleman for this because the players were so bad as well. Like
he's going to get blamed.
De Jong is a fraud. Braithwaite should have started in front of Griezmann.
But how much credit should we give to Pirlo?
I don't know. Pirlo, he didn't really do anything different. It's the same team that have played in other matches.
Mm-hmm.
And Ronaldo didn't play that good, but he still got the goals. So that's Ronaldo. He can play bad, but he can still get the goals. So yeah, so that's it. That's it.
Okay. Mohamed Noor says, you mean Valverde that flopped against Roma and Liverpool? Oh, so you would rather Barcelona where they are right now with Setien and Koeman than with Valverde, because at least Valverde put them in a position to try to qualify. That's a lot better than getting spanked 8-2 and 3-0 in your own house. Okay, so my thing is that don't you even dare talk about this has been bad. Let me just see some of those super chats that I may have missed. From Alex 1, where is the lead level? Oh, don't worry, we'll get to him, man. We'll get to him, man. Don't worry, we'll get to him. Let me just see if I've missed any other ones. Okay, cool. I think we're all caught up. BD Court, talk to me, man, about the game. Barca Juve.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I've said this time and time again. I'm not really a huge fan of Barcelona. Messi is garbage. Barcelona is a team, mid-table at best team, and the thing about it is there's no chemistry. There's nobody who. This is the thing. What I look at is
who do you blame the most? Who is to blame for that disgraceful showing? Is it Koeman? Is it Messi? Is it Bartomeu? Is it just the club as a whole? Is it just natural decline?
Is garbage Lona and garbage Essie. That's who I'm gonna blame. Those two.
And how far can Juve go with Ronaldo and potentially Pogba?
I actually think Juve is in a much better state than Barcelona, and I think the thing about Juve is they can only reach the round of 16s. They play really good football under Pirlo, but they still have loopholes, and when you have loopholes, teams can capitalize on that. So that's my problem with Juve is I still think that their manager's a rookie. Pirlo's a rookie, and because of that, because of the loopholes that they have, I don't think they can go that far.
So you don't
But
think that with Cristiano and potentially Pogba, those two can perhaps inspire them to do something?
the thing about it is Cristiano Ronaldo needs a manager. Like, for example, if Real Madrid sack Zidane tomorrow, let's say if Real Madrid lose, I'm not saying they're gonna lose. I actually think Real Madrid win. But if Real Madrid sack Zidane, I think Zidane is a perfect suitable option for Juventus. I think they can do something in the Champions League if they get Zidane because
You're not
he
gonna sack
knows.
Pirlo now, though.
I mean, hey, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, if Zidane is in the market, I mean, why wouldn't you go for him? He
Okay.
can win you
So
something.
just tell me. So how much faith do you have of Juve going all the way with the
With
tools they
Zidane, I
have?
think with Zidane, I think
With
they can win the
Zidane?
Champions League.
Wait,
With
no.
Zidane,
Talk about
with
right
Zidane.
now,
I said
bro.
about Juve, about Pirlo.
Oh, with Oli Pirlo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with Pirlo, round of 16, but with Zidane, finals.
Okay. Let me come to Hassan, man. Talk to me, man.
I mean, I just watched the highlights now. I mean, Barca are looking like Crystal Palace, HH. They are looking, they're looking average, bro. I mean, who's
Like
that centre
Crystal
back?
Palace, the 151, bro.
Yeah, don't hate on Crystal Palace.
Talk to me.
Lenglet looking like a Class B brick. Shout out to Cristiano, got his 2 penalties. I mean, that's a goatish right there. I mean, it's a crap game to be honest. From the highlights, it's a crap game. Juve are just beating up Barca in their own house. But guys, how is Buffon starting in 2020? I just want to ask.
He was good today, though.
Yeah, but still, should he really be?
You're not winning a Champions
2020?
League with Buffon. You're not 40. But yeah, average game in it overall.
Okay. Ben, talk to me, man.
Okay, first of all, was it Saturday? I think I actually slept off. And I'm sorry about that. Anyways,
The hell?
Yeah, I was exhausted. Anyways, this game I think it just characterizes where the two teams are. Like Barcelona are really, really whack, and Juventus at least they're able to set up. They can set up and do something good. If you actually watch the game, you know that Messi was the best player on the pitch, even from
he was
from both teams. That was fact, actually. Just that, and that just tells you the kind of terrible situation is in Barcelona. At least
the sick thing, Ben, is that if you say that, because it's funny you say that. 75th minutes, I was like, yeah, Messi is the best player on this pitch. But if you said, guys, like, oh my gosh, but he lost. Ronaldo scored 2 penalties. You just hate Ronaldo. Ronaldo is better than Messi. Ronaldo scored two goals.
No, I'm not saying that. Oh, come on.
No, but that is what the narrative is going to be out there from certain fan bases.
Obviously, I know that. I know that's what people can say. But if you actually watch the game, you know that, and this is not hating at all. Yeah, he was the best player. But Ronaldo, even last time, I think I said something. I said and one Messi fanboy was insulting me on the live chat. I said Ronaldo shows up in big games, in big moments more than Messi. I said it.
Oh yes,
and that's a fact. I don't have to be. It doesn't mean I am hating on Messi. I'm a Messi fan, but it's a fact. But today
he's got a stronger mentality and character.
It was crazy. Today it was, in terms of showing his footballing ability, it was crazy. But couldn't put the ball past them. And the reason he couldn't put the ball in net is not as though it was one-on-one and all that kind of stuff. He had to be shooting. How many times have you seen Messi shoot from outside the box like today? He was trying. The guy was shooting from outside the box continually.
Because you see what happens? Because when he has Iniesta or Xavi or thingy, it's combinations.
Then he's up front.
To create space.
Yeah.
But you can't, as one man, create space yourself when there are 4 or 5 guys all going in front of you.
Do that.
Because those guys are like, it's almost like in basketball, we're like, we will leave Griezmann free. We'll leave Pedri free because those guys can't hurt us. But we're going to put 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on you because we are happy to give Griezmann and Pedri the ball in space because those guys ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Another thing, when you look in hindsight now, you can say, you can say, what's this guy's name? Valverde. Yes, it was good, but if the situation turned around, you wouldn't say he was really good. If the situation turned around, but then if you think about Valverde, the reason why Valverde was successful and what's going on now, Valverde played pragmatic. He didn't go the Barcelona way, and that's
There
something
we
I
go.
dislike. I dislike the
It's,
way we want
it's
to go the Barcelona way, and now we're trying to pass. Yeah, go on.
because see, Ben, what people don't appreciate about Valverde is that Valverde knew that this team is in the decline. This isn't the same team as it was at the beginning of the when you had a peak Xavi, a peak Iniesta, and guys playing at the top level of their game. A manager has to look at the players I have. How can I get the best results out of this players? Screw the philosophy. How can I win with the players that I have?
Yeah.
So he said, this is the best I can do with the players I have because we don't have the kind of players that we had from yesteryear. Well, Koeman is trying to bring back the Barcelona way. Mates, you can't because look at
And not just
look at who
Koeman,
you're
even
with.
Setien, and it just tells you how they are point. Setien, when it was in, I think Betis, he used to play this pass, and he was a Pep fan at the time. So he used to play that pass game, and I think he had some success. So they brought him in, okay, to bring what kind of to start passing and bring. First of all, if you remember Valverde's time, how many times do you see Barcelona didn't even play a high line? He pulled all them, put them back, stay at the back, everybody stay at the back, and he played. So it was more like, but you come at us, we'll come at you. We'll come at us, we'll come at you. And that's how they were going. And they had some sort of success. If you remember the Man U game, they didn't break Man U down. They didn't go forward. Do you remember? You remember that game when they beat Man U 3-0? They didn't break Man U down. Think of all the games during Setien's time, during Valverde's time. It was more of you come at us end-to-end football. That's how he beat Madrid as well. I think that time when Messi pulled it, took off his shirt. So you could see that, but now they're trying to bring back this, and you'll continue to have this problem if you bring in Xavi and he starts to do this same thing. Right? At least with this set of players, you gotta take they're not that creative. Only Messi is very creative. You have pacey players like Griezmann, Dembele, Fati, but you need space. You can't be taking everybody forward, and trying to break down defenses when you can't do it. And okay, for like 30 minutes of the game, Juventus controlled the game.
Okay, round off so we can because we need to go to
okay, yeah. 30 minutes of the game, Juventus controlled the game. But I think we're exaggerating if we say Juventus controlled the game.
I'm finished as well.
Okay, okay, go on.
Okay, so wait, let me just hit some of these chats. So from Mohamed Noor, who says, will Koeman get sacked before the end of the year? Yes, most likely, because things are getting really, really bad, man. From David Coates is that people talking about Penaldo when the guy on the other team only has 2 open play goals this season. Okay, we've given Cristiano his credits. He scored 2 goals, 2 penalties, 1 penalty, but the best player on that pitch was Messi. That's just the fact. That doesn't mean anything because he still lost the game, and the issue is that Messi, Barcelona, this is a horrible, horrible situation, man. From the Laughing Sailor says that HH, Messi doesn't care. He's moving out for sure. He wants to make it clear that he is least affected and whatever offer they bring in, it goes in the trash. Messi is done. There is no chance in hell Messi is staying at this club right now. And my thing about it is that how sad it is, it's hard to end like this because it's just getting more and more painful. You lost to Cadiz, lost to Juventus at home to Camp Nou. It's just a complete disgrace. From Dakid Ayo, Sinister, dispossessed 19 times, misses so many sitters in 2020, touched the ball 5 more times than Cristiano only. You keep affording a kindness to Messi, awful for ages. Oh my fucking God. I'll say this again. Messi was the best player on that pitch, but that doesn't mean anything because Barcelona lost the freaking game. I can only go judge by what I saw. Cristiano, he did his thing. He was effective. Because that's what Cristiano is. He's an effective guy. He scored the 2 penalties. It is what it is. It doesn't change the Cristiano Messi debate. Messi will always be the better player. Cristiano will always be the better big game player who has the bigger character. And that will never change. That will never change.
Let me go.
Oh, Lord. Cassius.
Gato has to come in here and show us the receipts of what Cassius said.
This is just gonna be like less than a minute because I gotta go right away. But I'm just gonna congratulate. I'm gonna congratulate Juve. I'm gonna congratulate Martin Rosario. I'm gonna congratulate everyone who predicted Barcelona would lose and everybody who wanted Barcelona to lose.
Abdullahi, don't forget Abdullahi.
Yeah, all of y'all. I'm just gonna say well done. Koeman is incapable of doing the job that is required of him. And if it wasn't clear earlier, this team is dead. I don't know what or who can revive this team, but it's dead at the moment. I'm gonna just say it one more time, just in case nobody's listening. This team is dead. So, yeah, I think the best remedy is for Barcelona fans to just remove any sort of expectation or excitement because the team is dead.
Wait, but Cassius, before you go, is there any hope moving forward? What can remedy this team? Give us some hope. My name is Half Hope. What hope can you give to remedy this team?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask JJ the jet plane.
Oh my God. Okay. Before I go, peace, Dubs, man. So from Machine, who says Messi best player, 125 touches and couldn't manage a single G. Barca set up for him to score and zilch. Oh my gosh. Machine. Don't you have a family with kids? Okay, you have a family with kids.
This just shows people don't watch football. They just look at the scores and come here.
It's an agenda. No. Ben, it's not that. It's an agenda. What's
so
all they care about
is... watch the game today.
No, all they care about is if Cristiano was on the winning team, that's all that matters. If it's a winning team, that means he's better. If it's not, then that thing is done. Let me come to Osasuna, man. Talk to me, Osasuna.
Yo. This is hilarious. I mean, not for Barca fans, but it is quite funny. As I said on my super chat, I was sort of watching the United game for the first 30 minutes when it was actually a game, and then every time I had the other game on the side, and I couldn't see one moment where Barca were attacking. Maybe it was because I wasn't watching the whole thing, but for the first half, I genuinely could not see a Barcelona attack. It was literally all Juventus, and that's very unexpected from Barcelona, even against bad teams, or even when Barcelona play badly, they're usually on the opposing half, right? But this was very different to see, and it was, I don't know, quite interesting. But at a certain point, I got tired of the United game, and the referee's voice was really annoying. So
who is to blame? For this whole Barca debacle, is Koeman really the man to blame? Is Barcelona to blame? How have they reached the point where you get flip-flopped 3-0 at the crib?
There are a couple people to blame. The first one is, of course, Bartomeu, because he brought in the shit players. All right, Coutinho is not playing. Literally the only thing that Coutinho has done for Barcelona is score 2 goals against them. Griezmann was completely ineffective. The only thing he did in the game was shoot the ball almost to a throw-in. Koeman, I don't know what he can do right now with his players. Clearly, you don't play Pedri and Trincao left and right. But if not, who do you play? Who are your other players that you play left and right? I don't know who you would play. So while it is ineffective tactics, and of course you can't take the blame all away from Koeman, who else can you play? What else can you do except maybe take out Longley for the guy that made the assist for the Cadiz goal? What was his name? The guy that starts with M that started against Cadiz.
Also, so no, we don't need any of those names. We don't need any of those names.
Yeah, but either way, Langley shouldn't be playing. And so really, there are only 2 people that you can't blame, Messi and Dest, because Dest was doing everything he could for being 19 or something like that. He was playing pretty well on the right, trying to get good balls, and he had some pretty decent crosses that Griezmann decided, hey, I don't want to go for them. Haha. And then Messi. Messi was really good, actually. I will say myself, he was very, very good. He was very effective in what he was trying to do. The only thing that was lacking was the end product. But when you're shooting from 20 yards out every single time, and you have Buffon in goal, Buffon, while he's not a very athletic anymore, he's 40 years old, he still is very experienced, and he knows where to position for long shots. And so you're not going to get past Buffon like that. And if no one is helping you in the attack, then you're not going to score a goal. Meanwhile, in the defense, if your defense consists of Longley and a child, then you're going to get exposed.
So to quickly round off, for Juventus, how far do you think they can get after they've topped the group? And is there any hope for Barcelona after this 3-0 loss?
Juve, there is hope. Pirlo, I think, is finally starting to find something. Only worry for them is that they can't play when they don't have Ronaldo, which is very strange because Ronaldo doesn't contribute to the game. So that confuses me. But nevertheless, I think they can reach at least quarters for sure. I think semi-final is actually a reasonable target for them. Meanwhile, for Barca, they just better hope they don't get Bayern. That's all I'm saying. I cannot see anything else. Just don't get Bayern. Okay. Please don't get Bayern.
So from Antonio Badani, who says, if you have room, let me in, please. I need to destroy this Barca team I support. So, Antonio, well, if you tell me what your username is, I'll try and bring it because, guys, I'm just trying to keep in as many people as possible because there are people that want to comment who told me that they want to get in. So I'm trying to create space for guys because there are a lot of guys trying to get in because, look, StreamYard only has 10 spots. Guys, remember, like that vid. Mods, get me some likes. Get me some likes. Mods, give me some likes. From your boy Machine, give Mr. Bean 125 touches of the ball and even he would score. Machine, really? Is that where we're at right now? The Laughing Sailor says that, yes, Koeman has a big role to play. Apart from the trash in the team, as a Barca fan, I see a catastrophic demise of a legacy. Just let Messi live peacefully.
He should have left.
See, this is what Messi wanted to avoid. Messi wanted to avoid because Messi saw the writing on the wall. Messi was like, I don't want to be a part of a complete and total embarrassment. And you know what's going to happen, guys? Messi is going to aggressively push for a move in January. He's going to say, guys, I want out of here right now. And I am giving you a chance of leaving and you have cash. And for Barcelona, are you now going to still force him to stay? Messi saying, I'm sorry, I've done the best. Look, the game that we saw here, Barcelona were trash. Complete utter crap. Messi was the best player arguably on the pitch. So I think the best thing that Barcelona have to do is that, look, we just have to sort out this mess ourselves, but we cannot hold you prisoner. The smartest thing to do, the right thing to do is January, if we can get 130 or 140 from either Man City or PSG, cool. Get some money from him. Messi, thank you, we're gone. But to hold Messi hostage in this complete... Barcelona are going trophyless this season. They're not going to get a trophy this season. And these guys, it could be mid-table. Koeman is getting sacked. He's getting sacked. So the sooner they get this guy... They can have to leave the better.
I just want to say this started with Osasuna. Eh? This started with Osasuna.
Oh, Lord. Okay, look, let me bring you a boy. Mo. Talk to me, Mo.
This team, this so-called one of the best teams in the world, they need to be stripped down and rebuilt, man, top to bottom. First of all, it all started with Bartomeu. We all know that, but now he's almost gone. Koeman is awful. I don't know why they hired him in the first place. I mean, this is a guy who got sacked from every job he's had besides Netherlands. He was awful with Everton in the Premier League. Why? I don't know why they even gave him a chance to begin with. And that's what I was talking to my sister about it the other day, and I was telling her, Barca's problem is that they get too attached to their legends. Mm-hmm. They get too attached, oh, we want Koeman. Oh, Xavi was a great player for us. Let's bring him in when he has never managed in Europe and has only managed in Qatar. That's the way they think, and that's their biggest mistake. If you look at today's game specifically, I'm not going to go into the whole Messi Cristiano thing, but what I will say about Messi is that I don't think he was he did a lot, but for me, if no matter what you do, if you're passing the ball to Buffon, that discredits everything else you did for me. You can dribble all you like. It's not leading to anything, then what's the point? Pass it to someone else who might have a chance, because he was passing it to Buffon. He wasn't shooting. He was passing it to Buffon. You were saying earlier, Messi is the better player, but Cristiano is clutch and has the bigger personality. I definitely agree. And if you ask me which one I'd rather have on my team, it would be Cristiano, because I want a guy who shows up in the big games, to be honest.
Yeah. No. Because see, the thing about it is that if I had to choose, and I don't know the team I have, I'll choose Cristiano, because I know that basically you are guaranteed something whenever he's on that pitch. He will try and find that ball inside that net. With Messi, I need the right kind of team around him.
And Messi
can't just walk into anything. Cristiano is just give him the ball. He will try. He will shoot. So which is why I try and say to people that this argument of Messi, Cristiano, it is so stupid because it will never change. Messi will always be the better football player. He will always be the better. Unless you're blind or you're stupid, he'll always be the better player. But Cristiano is just the more effective guy, specifically with regards to goal scoring.
Don't you think it's just preference? People have their own preference. Like some people would rather have that guy that's poacher and scoring a lot of goals.
But no. But I'll come to you more. But the thing though is that if I see a guy can create, he can pass, he can dribble, he's got ball control, he can shoot. That's football. That is more. That is more football attributes on display rather than a guy whose main attributes are goal scoring. So heading and shooting. It's so simple, you know. So, but then again, in football, it's not just about being a good football player. It's about what do you bring to the team. And as of right now, Cristiano brings. So okay, wait. Let's finish your point.
Yeah, and I also wanted to add another thing is that Messi, his form is so dependent on his mood. Cristiano plays no matter what. He does his thing no matter what. And I'm tired of people giving Messi the excuse of, oh, he wanted to leave. They didn't let him leave, so now he's not playing well. No, you wanted to leave. It didn't happen. Okay, we feel for you. But now you stayed. You have a job. Don't act like you don't care, like you're not even part of the team. Like it's not the way he wants his legacy to go down. I don't think Messi wants people to say on his last season in Barca, he just didn't care. He didn't try his best. Like that's not an excuse for him now.
That's what I will give you. As good as Messi is, what's the thing I said to him, like, bro, I don't think you're trying. It is what it is. You're here, but at least give an effort. At least get it down and dirty. If you have to foul. If you have to pull. But what I'm seeing is a guy who is just going through the motions. Is pissed off he was forced to stay. Is even angrier that he knew this was going to happen, and this is just making the Messi brand bad. So he's like, I knew this was going to happen, and now I'm sort of like sulking. I'm like, well, I'll do my thing, but hey, I told you, because see, Messi can always say, I told you so. You can say, I told you, say, well, I tried to leave and I couldn't, and say, this is why I wanted to leave. So,
and also, sorry, go ahead.
No. Okay, finish your point before I come to Natsan.
I also wanted to say about Koeman. Koeman is awful. He's like, not tonight's game specifically, but if you look at any of Barca's previous games, it's like the thing that goes through his head, oh, I'm losing? Okay, I'm just going to throw on 6 attackers and let them figure it out. Like, there's no shape. Like, whenever he's like, if you look at Cadiz at the weekend, you had Messi, Braithwaite, Griezmann, Dembele, Trincao, and Pedri, and Coutinho playing all at the same time. What the hell?
Oh my God.
You can't just expect 6-7 attackers to figure it out on their own and be like, it's not the way it works. He has no shape. He was playing versus Cadiz. He was playing with, I think it was Dest and Longley at the back at one point. That was it. And everyone else was all over the place in the attack. He's just clueless. He needs to get fired.
Give him more subs. He'll sub out Testegen and put a striker. Very. I don't know.
Okay,
and Juventus, I just want to say my last point. Juventus, credit to them, but I don't see them winning this tournament because I honestly don't have faith in Pirlo. I think this game was more of Barca's own doing rather than Juve.
Okay.
And
No, I gotta leave. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Natsa.
HH, let these viewers know. Like, I don't know if they're new to this channel, but I know you're stubborn. You'll never change your mind. So what's the point of like this machine, bro? He'll super chat $500 just to say that Ronaldo's better, and he will never change your mind.
No.
So what's the point?
You see, Natsa, what it is that it's scary, and I find it just slightly worrying. Where I have held this viewpoint for years. Not just months, for years. But now the thing is that people, I think it angers people that I just don't agree with them.
Why do they care about your opinion that much? I don't know. To that point.
Basically, it's like a human thing where, like, because you love something so much and play so much, you are angry when someone doesn't agree with you. And because you love something so much, everybody must share in that same love. And if they don't, it's like, but what's here? Even if you explain to them exactly why you feel the way that you do, they will continue and try, because it's like, no, it's not, because it's so simple. There is nothing nothing Cristiano can do that will ever make him as good of a footballer as Messi.
Me
Nothing.
neither. It'll never change my mind. Whatever they say.
I don't know why you can't accept that. It doesn't matter about Cristiano scoring penalties or him being on the winning team or scoring goals. Messi will always be the better player. He will always be the better player. But who is more clutch? Who is much more of a big game player? Who's got a stronger mentality? It's Cristiano. He will always show up in the big game. So, but continue.
Okay, I'm just going to say, people are saying I'm a fanboy myself, but I don't go to HA saying Messi's a goat or Maradona's shit. I don't go like that and shit, but it's a bit weird when you're so obsessed. Like, Machine comes every live stream when Ronaldo does something, straight away, Ronaldo.
So obsessed. But Machine, he's a proud Portuguese. And trust me, there are many Portuguese out there who have insulted me, abused me, and everything online. So it is what it is.
Okay, let me just get into this. Zoom into my Avi, bro. Zoom into my Avi. Look what it says.
God, man, what?
I was called a fool, eh? Look at this. Look at this. Project Janasi. He's coming, bro. I already said it. I have vision because why would someone stay where a place where they never wanted to stay in the beginning?
It's happening. No, it's happening. It's happening.
This January as well. Because if they don't cash in on him, are they stupid?
No.
First of all,
boys, I saw in the live chat that if he signs in January, if he signs a pre-contract in January, that means he goes for free.
Yeah, no. If he signs a pre-contract, I think this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna sign this pre-contract and say to Barcelona, if you don't, Messi has agreed to everything, and if you want us to give us Messi right now, we'll give you cash. So you better take him right now because this season is written off already. If Messi stays. At least they can replace him, get someone new. Maybe they can use that money.
Okay. So if he signs a pre-contract, he joins in the summer for free.
Yeah, for free.
Well, he can go for cash if he goes straight away in January.
Yep, and we can give him Eric Garcia, bro. It's okay. You can take Eric Garcia.
Barca won't even agree.
Oh god! If they take Eric Garcia, they will be the most stupidest club to ever exist. Let me talk about Barcelona now. Barcelona, I think it's the end. Like you said, HH, it's an end of an era. They have to rebuild from the bottom. If they've kicked out this Bertomeu, whatever his name is, but they need to get rid of PK. Umtiti needs to go. He's too injury prone. Maybe the Usman Dembele needs to be cashed out as well because the guy's injured 24/7.
He wasn't playing though, but
Yeah, he was injured though. He's always injured for these games. And people saying Juventus are going to be contenders just because they beat this Barcelona side. Bro, they got beaten by Barcelona last game. Are we going to forget that one? At their home crib as well. So let's just be honest. These two teams, it wasn't a very, very good game as well. Let's be honest. Was that a really good game? It was okay.
No.
It was okay. It was not much quality. Quadraro was a main creator for Juventus. Come on. Anyway, it's going to be a long stream, so I don't want to take too much of your time. But
okay,
as I'm going to say, Juventus and Barcelona, they're nowhere near the top anymore. So that's all it's.
All right, so let me come to Sulman, man. Give us just general thoughts before we move to United, Barcelona, and Juventus. Suleiman?
Yep, I'm here. So Barcelona, Juventus. Watching Barcelona defend is just painful. Like the way they just defend is awful. Longley is one of the worst defenders I've ever seen play this game ever. It's sad that one of the best defenders Barcelona have right now is PK, and he's injured. So that just tells you the whole story. And for Juventus, yeah, you got to give them credit. They beat a shit team, but I don't think they're favorites.
Okay. Let me come to Ronald Koeman. Mr. Ronald Koeman, talk to me.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset.
What the heck?
Have you not watched that guy? Oh, that guy's too funny. He's a Chelsea man.
The Chelsea guy. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Yes, side, please. Talk to me. I was like, what the heck? Said, talk to me about Barcelona, Juventus.
Hey, Cheers, I'm going to keep it short. I didn't watch the game. But
Good. No. Yes, yeah. Keep your flipping face right.
Yes, I want to rip into you.
Yes, yeah. Don't you dare leave. Don't you dare leave.
I'm not.
Good. No. Just shh. Don't you dare leave. All right, guys. We will probably go because it's going to be a long stream because we're going to go into much more intense. But guys, you know, I love football. I love this game. Guys.
And I hate Manchester United.
Guys, white magic. White magic. There's so many ways to start. Because you go from, why was Pogba on the bench? Okay. Red Bull Leipzig. Who do these guys have? All right. Because United, you know what United fans are going to do? They're going to reference Mino, and they're going to blame Mino Raiola for this. They'll say, if Mino Raiola had not made that statement before for the game and messed up the team, which is a very stinking, filthy way of shifting blame.
Wait, what did he say?
No, about that. Says that Pogba is done at Man United. His
he said
is
that?
finished. Yeah, he said that. He said that.
I told you, Red Devil.
So basically, my thing is this: is that we have to give credits to Red Bull Leipzig because these guys said what's up. Nagelsmann is top 3 in the world. You have to give him top 3 in the world because this is the very definition of dot and degree of difficulty. Red Bull Leipzig totally, completely outplayed Man United. Totally outplayed Man United. And if people were watching my Twitch, I'm going to post my reaction to Justin Kluivert's goal, where De Gea bricked it, because that was shocking. I will post it on the thing before. But my thing here is that how did United? You beat PSG, you beat Leipzig 5. Do you know how everything messed up? Istanbul. That loss to Istanbul messed everything up. Because it was like, wait a minute, how do you it is typical only you beat PSG, you beat Red Bull, and then you lose to Istanbul, who that is the only points that accumulated in this whole group thing. So I'm going to come first to Yassir's side. Yassir's side, man, who do you blame for this loss? Do you blame anyone for this loss, or were you just beaten by the better team? Because let's just be real, Red Bull Leipzig totally and completely and utterly outplayed you. But before I come to you, man, let me just quickly hit the super chat from the Laughing Sailor, who says, no more, if you are pushed in a room and the door's locked, you would not be excited to keep on playing hide and stick. He's still doing his bits. Leave him. I think this is in reference to Messi. Yes, Messi may still be doing his bits, he may still be doing his stuff, but you can clearly tell that this guy just doesn't care anymore and is merely going through the emotions. From Rambo says, Maguire is the worst signing in United history. 80 million robbery. Paul Pogba came on and changed the game. I like you. Ole is a brick and relies on the counter. My head is hot. From Original Base Annie, bring me on. I have fire for Yassir. Original Base Annie, I will try and create space for you, my guy. Oh, okay. Yassir side, man.
Can everyone hear me for the first one?
Yes, we can hear you crystal clear as a crystal.
I'm gonna be 100% honest right now and as real as I possibly can. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Manchester United since Sir Alex Ferguson. This is who we are. I'm not surprised. I was mad, but I'm not mad anymore because I accepted who we are. This is what we are.
Wait, but very quickly. Yes, sir. Is Rashford still going to win the Ballon d'Or?
I mean, who knows? I mean,
okay.
I mean, whatever. I mean, at this point,
no. You have to answer your questions.
No. Sure. Yassir. For several weeks, you've been saying Marcus Ballon d'Or Rashford.
But he still has time. I mean, most likely, if he leaves Man United, maybe.
Okay.
He has a good chance.
Rashford.
Yeah, but anyways, RB, congratulations to Nagelsmann. Congratulations to RB Leipzig. They played fantastically. Angelino has completely destroyed and has given birth to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He is Aaron Wan-Bissaka's biological father. Angelino, a former Manchester City flop, apparently. So, I mean, Harry Maguire is a brick. Lindelof is a brick. And Manchester United, let me tell you guys straight up. I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm going to tell you straight up. Manchester United are lucky, are absolutely lucky to be in the Champions League. Manchester United, we shouldn't have been in the Champions League. And this proves it. We were absolutely lucky that lockdown happened and COVID happened and Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City happened. No, our team is not good enough to be in the Champions League. We should have been in Europa League, and we are where we deserve to be. That's it. That's simply it. There's nothing. If no bus, not then.
Are you Ollie out? If you don't say Ollie out, I'm done with you.
No, Nasta. I'm not Ollie out. 100% not Ollie out.
Oh God.
Okay. Let's be real though. It's not Ollie's fault that Harry Maguire is a brick. It's not Ollie's fault.
Yes, it is his fault. He's the one who wanted him. The guy went to the board and said, "I want Harry Maguire." He should be sacked for that, bro. He should be sacked for that.
He made him captain.
No. Yes, hold up. No, hold up. 1 second. Yes, aside. Answer me this question straight. Man for man, are Man United a better team than Red Bull Leipzig? Man for man.
No.
Oh my!
You see, now you're lying. You see, now you're lying.
No. Let me be honest. Let me be real. Let's be real. Let's look at the team that was put out today. That back four is by far a better back four than Manchester United, even without Upper Meccano. I'm being real. I would love to have Konate. I would love to have him over Lindelof and Maguire. That's a fact. Their midfield was better to us today. The only player we had, let's be real.
Your best player was the referee, bro. Your best player was the referee.
Okay, but
let's be real.
No. Side. I saw Greenwood. I saw Rashford. I saw Matic. You know, you people have been preaching about McTominay. Sure, these are well-known guys. I tell me that these players are not known to be better than because the point I am making is doing what you can with what you have. Manchester United against Red Bull Leipzig. Most people will say Manchester United they are the favorites. They say that they're the favorites because they have more well-known players who we know what they can do. Red Bull Leipzig.
But that's only because of Premier League hype.
No.
Okay.
You can call it Premier League hype and so forth, but I will still say that what Rashford can do, what Greenwood can do, what Matic can do, nobody in Red Bull Leipzig can do those things. I may give you the defense, but are you telling me that Kunku, Forsberg, Poulsen are better than freaking Rashford, Greenwood, Pogba, and so forth? Come on, don't.
Basically, you're calling them average. That's what
you have a point. Yes, you can say individual.
He's calling them average.
No, individually, yes, you can say that RB Leipzig might not be equal to the players we have. But let's be honest, there's more than ability here. RB Leipzig went to a semifinal of the Champions League. RB Leipzig are second.
That was the question. Man for man, that was the question.
No. I'm just saying. You listen. Forget about man for man. This is a team sport. This is 11 men. And
no. But he said the point I'm making is that you have to look at the manager. Nagelsmann is doing more with less.
Yes, Nagelsmann is by far a better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Which just shows that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to take some blame because he's not doing better with a better team than Red Bull Leipzig.
I agree with that, but my point is, it gets to the point where, because I was talking to this about one of my friends. What is the main problem at Manchester at this team? That's the question we need to answer. And the reality is the mentality. When we need to win, we didn't even need to win this game, and we still lost. Istanbul, we should have won that game. We lost. Demba beat us. It's mentality, HH. And that's a big, massive problem. We lost to 3 semifinals. We always lose to Sevilla. We are Sevilla's bitch. That's who we are.
Whoa,
every time we play the Sevilla, we get smacked. That's what we have become as Manchester United. And that's the reality that I am facing right now. So I'm just gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna take up golf. I'm just gonna be away from football for several months.
Bill vibes, man.
It is, man. I'm tired of this nonsense, man.
Okay. So let me just, before I come to eye test, Yasin Ibrahim says that we could face Bayern, City, Liverpool in round of 16. Pray for us, HH. Koeman tactically outclassed. 4-3-1 is dead. Go back to 4-3-3. Play Pooch. Ansu, come back, please. Do you know how sick it is?
There's no fixing that team.
No. Barcelona are relying on a test tube baby, and they're praying to avoid Bayern Munich, City, Liverpool. And I'll be real with you. If this Barcelona team face either of those three teams, they're getting cut last. Getting absolutely cut last.
Bro, even if Ansu Fati plays, Ansu is good, but he's not saving Barca. No one is right now. Except for God, maybe.
So said Nagelsmann is a very good coach, 100%, man. That guy, he's very, very good. And I think he proved how much better of a manager he is than flipping Gollum. Maximum Dragon says, Messi, great player, has the personality of a goldfish. God damn. I mean, relax, man. Relax. Eye test. Talk to me, man.
Oh, man. Listen, yeah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Oh, wait, I can answer. I'm a United fan.
Listen,
I test. Are you a Man United fan?
I'm a United fan. I'm a United fan, but I do not associate myself with the United fan base. Yeah, I don't associate myself with them. I don't like them.
What does that mean?
Listen,
What does that mean?
to trust the process. They told us cultural rebuild. 80 million is the process, yeah? 80 million for that guy.
Yeah.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, man. Listen, I made my debut on Hub Hope Football Hunt in the first lockdown, I remember, and I told everyone, yeah, when there was so much hype around Man United, yeah, going into when there was rumors that football is coming back, there was so much hype around United, and I was the only one who was saying, no, this is propaganda. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not good enough for Man United. And in the Man United squad, there's only 2 players that I believe that are good enough to start for a team that wins Premier League titles, that wins Champions League titles, and that's Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba. Everyone else, they're bums. Harry Maguire, bum, overrated. Marcus Rashford, bum, overrated. Martial, bum, overrated. Bro,
he's not wrong, bro. He's not wrong.
No, it's just interesting coming from a United fan.
It's real. Let's be real. Do you see any of these players starting for a team that wins Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues other than Pogba and Bruno and De Gea?
Not even Pogba, bro. Not even Pogba. Sorry.
Not even De Gea. No.
Not even De Gea.
No. I said you can't mention. No, I said you can't mention De Gea because we also what happened for that third goal, man.
But the thing with De Gea, he can only react. He can only make reaction saves, but when he has to make a save after a long time, this guy can't make a save because he's not top class goalkeeper.
Rashford can start for Leicester, though. They win.
Ben, mute your mic, please. Ben, please mute your mic. I test. Run off your points.
Bro, all I'm saying is I don't listen to United fans, man. The propaganda they give you, they tell you about how the coach rebuild is going, trust in the process. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's a clown. Don't listen to these people. They say Rashford's better than Mbappe. Don't listen to United fans. That's why I don't associate myself with them. That's why I don't mix with United fans. Yeah, I'm a United supporter, but I'm not part of the fan base. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't like the Man United fans. It's just too much propaganda.
Let me ask you this. Nagelsmann, how highly do you rate him as a manager? And
Nagelsmann is a proper manager, man. You know he's younger than Edison Cavani.
The guy is younger than a lot of players playing right now. He's stupidly, which just shows you how crazy what he's doing is, because this guy is a baby in comparison to what a manager should be. He's a child.
Listen, they're probably not going to win the Bundesliga, but they're competing. They're competing with Bayern Munich with these players, without Werner.
And they almost beat them. And also, they almost beat them on the weekend. They almost beat Bayern Munich on the weekend.
That's what I'm saying, man. The guy's an unbelievable manager. Poulsen, and he's challenging Bayern Munich, and he beat us 3-2 today. Like Nagelsmann, that's who I want as my next manager. Nagelsmann,
please, Nagelsmann, do not go to Man United.
One Pochettino.
I beg you.
I don't want Pochettino. Pochettino said trophies are just for ego. I don't want Pochettino. Get Nagelsmann in. That's a true manager, man.
Okay. Samuel, man, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the damn crap. Man United lost to a team when you go to a corner shop cost £1.19p. You lost to Istanbul, boom shakalaka laka. Please tell me. You are not called Man United anymore. You are called Boychester Divided, as HH said. You are crap. You are absolutely crap.
He's been holding this for ages.
Listen, I'm on to these, man, because they can talk about 30 years, but at least we still got a Premier League. Listen. I'm on to you, man. Yeah? Talking to me about Rashford getting Ballon d'Or. This guy's trash. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They told me about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They said he was the best right back in the league. Oh, defensive right back. You let
Did you see his skill today?
Reject give birth to him. Hey, go say it.
No. Who is to blame mainly? Is this Ole?
Sorry, say that again.
I said, who is to blame mainly for this? Ole? Or do you think United are going to blame Mino Raiola for saying those comments before the start of the game?
Listen, their board, the Glazers, is to blame for this. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is to blame for this. Their team is to blame for this, and also their flipping fans. Let me tell you about something about Man United. Yeah, they will get gassed from coming back from, I think it was West Ham or something, from coming back from West Ham 3-2, and they do not see the force that they have in their team. Why the hell are you coming back from West Ham 2-0 down? They thought they can do it again against RB Leipzig. Sorry, your luck ran out. Your luck ran out. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a manager that's tactically inept. You didn't even get him from Sweden. You got him from Greenland in the cave.
He's at the wheel, Samuel. He's at the wheel, man. He's at the wheel. He's at the wheel.
He's not at the wheel. He's at the aeroplane, crashing it down to Heathrow Airport, because this is bad. This is bad.
Okay, so how highly do you rate Nagelsmann, man? Is this guy top 5, top 3, top 2? Where should we now rate what this freaking kid, this child is doing as a manager with literal scraps?
I wouldn't say he's top 3. I'll say right now he's top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now top 3 will be Klopp, Jose Mourinho, and Hansi Flick. Yeah, so I'll put him in top 5. But yeah, he's a very good manager, and if you see, like, he's younger than Jamie Vardy. Let's just put that into perspective. That's actually quite mad. So you have a test tube baby in the managerial department beating Man United. Yeah, you have to look at yourself. You really do have to look at yourself and say what's the point of the club? What is the point?
Okay. Let me come to Storge, man. Talk to me.
Yes. I remember a while ago, it was 2 months ago, I said that they would go into the Europa League. I told them, start singing the anthem. And just wait a minute, because when you have players at the back like Wan-Bissaka, who's, I've watched this guy. I was watching him today. When he tries to skill, he skills himself. He was every time he tried. When he tried to skill,
can I say one thing? The funny thing is, this guy used to be a winger before he became a right back. I was a guy winger, bro.
HH United have too many players, that when you used to play in the park, if Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka rolled up, you're not picking them. They're just standing in the corner waiting, and you're like, nah, skip them, because they can't come on the pitch. Because that's how bad they are as footballers. And Yasser, I'm finding it funny today that you're being humble, because shout out to Gatla. I've got the receipts. Listen to this.
Obviously, I think there's 3 groups in here where some of the biggest teams could get knocked out, but I'm looking forward to Group H, because I already can see what's coming in Group H. You don't come to the Champions League with plans like Maguire and Lindelof.
Easy, relax, come on,
respect. Listen, HH, this is not
a convicted criminal. Respect a convicted criminal, please.
No, bro, this is not the Europa League where you get arrested and thrown in prison against criminals and convicts. This is the Champions League, and people are facing a fridge worth 85 million, and Lindelof, I'm sorry, they're getting absolutely smacked. And as for RB Leipzig, they've actually been doing very well, HH, and they got this new striker banging in goals. Hwang, they signed him. He's the one that did that skill on Van Dijk last year. They signed him from their parent.
And also, Nagelsmann is a very good coach. He's a very good coach.
Exactly, and we're comparing him to Oli.
Yo, chill.
It's not serious. I love
Listen,
it.
listen.
I love it. I do.
99.
Yo,
Cool, bro.
I can't wait. Yeah, the Europa League anthem. That's what you're waiting.
What happened, Yasser? You said you can't wait. What happened? What happened? You said you can't wait. What happened?
Last year, man. This is.
Yo, let's win the Europa League. Let's go. Yeah.
So play the Europa League anthem, please.
No, I don't want that anthem.
Yo, be down there with us tomorrow. He's gonna be down there.
Relax. Shush.
You know what's funny about this game? Yeah, I never believed in. I used to listen to you guys say Olo Juju. I just thought they were getting lucky. But the last 2 weeks, I watched the first half of the Southampton game. They were getting absolutely dominated. They won. I watched the first half of the West Ham game. I mean, they should have conceded about 3 goals. They won. And then today, they get a penalty.
We could have won.
That should never have been a penalty.
We could have drawn today. That's the crazy part.
Exactly. Thanks to VAR, I was thinking the juju is real. And United's best player wasn't Pogba, it wasn't anybody else. It was that defender at the back for RB Leipzig. That guy almost bricked it. Konate.
Oh yeah, and the last
Konate. Oh my god.
God.
Was that a penalty though?
No. Because like he was trying to clear it. So that's not a pass, but Gulakshi, man, that's a great save.
Yeah.
Because he was expecting it to come through, but so he had to react quickly with his legs. If he had scored an own goal, that would have been just crushing.
Horrible.
Oh man.
Konate owes Galashi a big gift.
Yeah. I mean, because he saved it. You know. But look,
was it Konate? Wasn't it Konate? It was someone else. I forgot his name. It was someone else. It wasn't Konate that did that. Nearly scored that own goal.
So who was the back two for Leipzig? It was Konate.
No. It was another guy in the right back.
Okay,
Orban.
And Konate
Orban. Yeah, Willie Orban.
He was still better than Maguire Lindelof. That's how bad Maguire Lindelof was today.
Wow. Yeah, and Maguire
Orban.
85 million.
Talk about the fridge.
The fridge. Like I said, the fridge.
Someone said in the chat, Michele. That's the guy that nearly scored the own goal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wasn't this the same team that got to quarterfinal this morning?
Mukulele plays wing back.
I know. But he's the one that scored the own goal.
I think it might have been Orban.
But 85 million. Why? Why would you pay 85 million for him?
Because that's the level of player that Ole attracts.
I don't get it. Are you kidding me? No. Stush, don't be disingenuous.
No, guys. No,
that's
wait.
Kulopali was there for 80 million. Remember?
Wait. Just clear. So the guy that made the mistake was Mukiele, because Orban is white. Mukiele is black.
Exactly.
So Mukiele was the guy. It was Mukiele.
I don't see.
No. He had a good game as well. He had a good game as well.
Mukulele was playing in a back three. Today, he was playing a back three. He wasn't a wing back.
Why are you saying Mukulele?
Mukulele.
No. Basically, he was the guy that made the mistake. Okay, wait. Let me just hit this. So from the Undisputed says a reminder that LFC have twice as many CLs as Man United.
Also, shout out to Mino Riola. What an agent!
HH, you haven't come to me.
This guy's
no. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. Don't worry, man. Look for Liverpool fans, man. I think this is the night for them just to go in on you, United fans. I'm sorry. Original base Annie, talk to me, United fan, man. Thoughts on this, man?
Can everyone hear me? Everyone can hear me, right?
We can hear you, man.
Where is Yasir? Is Yasir gone? He's
still here.
Yasir, tell me why you are still Oli in. I want an explanation. Because I remember in our group chat, you were gassing this up, saying, we're going to do the madness. We're going to beat everybody. What happened? Tell me what happened. What happened?
They would defend their anger against it. They have every
Whoa. Yasir, turn down your background noise because I'm hearing background noise from you. Turn down your background TV or something.
Earlier, the fact that you...
Okay, I think he just has background stuff. But basically, just talk to me about the game, though. Talk to me about the game.
Oh my God, HH, man, it's my birthday as well. Like, this is the second... Bro, DP... HH, think about being in the African house.
Hold up.
Brooke.
How is this allowed to happen on your birthday?
HH, this is
The
like the
heck?
second time in like 5 years. Wolfsburg as well. It happened on Wolfsburg as well.
Oh, lie, it's happened every year.
So it's happened. Aye, stop it. No, but yesterday you need to answer my question. How are you still Ollie in after watching that? How?
No.
I think Gas is not here.
Okay, so Annie, but where do you stand now? Are you like Oli needs to be sacked?
Oh my god, HH, I've been Ollie out for almost a year and a half now. Like, I don't understand what it's going to take for this guy to leave this club. Like, how is it how could you brick two games where you just needed 1 point? How do you brick that so much? Like, literally, he is at John Carver level. Like, this is Norwegian John Carver level.
Okay, but let me bring this in since you're a United fan. What if United fans use the narrative of what Mino Raiola said?
They can't use that. No way can. And if I catch anybody using that, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your neck.
No. I'm gonna use that all day, every day. Screw Pogba.
No,
Screw Pogba.
Bro, it's not Pogba's fault. How can you blame Pogba for what you saw in the first half?
What do you mean?
Wan-Bissaka getting. Is it Pogba's fault? Wan-Bissaka got caught out on his fullback. He's not tracking Angelino.
Do you realize why I said Man United fans aren't a fool? They're using.
Wait, is this eye test? Is this eye test? Is this eye test?
No. It's Sam. No, okay,
Oh,
but
Sam. I've been waiting to speak to you as well, man.
Okay. Syed, why are you going to use that Pogba in a real excuse?
Because here's the thing. Let's not be stupid here, guys. Let's use our brain. Pogba was supposed to start today. Pogba should have played today. The fact that interview happened, that Mino Raiola bullshit happened the night before, the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, his whole game plan, it's blown up. It's completely.
Bro, if I told you,
stop, wait. Okay, no, wait, stop. Yes, okay, fair enough. So he doesn't start him. Why even use him at all? If he doesn't start him based off what Mino Raiola said, he shouldn't even be used in the squad.
No, he's not. You're not understanding.
That's 100% fact. HH is 100% right.
No, he's not. No, he's still right. No, he's not right. No, the reason
he should never have played.
No. The thing is, Pogba's not first team play anymore. Because the thing is, the reason he played against West Ham was because they were rotating for the RB Leipzig game. He's been a bench player this whole season. He wasn't going to play anyway.
No, that's not true, Nasa. Come on, bro.
He was only going to come in as a.
Wait. Let me come to Annie. Chill. Let me come. Okay, so Annie, in your point as a United fan, do you believe if Mino Raiola had not made those comments, Pogba would have started this game?
It makes no difference. No fan should tell me that Raiola's comment. This interview was done a week ago. This is planned.
When did it come out? Come on, bro.
Yeah. Are you going to? And you're going to tell me that's the reason why we lost today? Not because De Gea made a mistake. Maguire lost his man. Wan-Bissaka kept getting skinned by Voldemort at left back. Man City. We made him look like Cafu.
No. Are you telling me
we made Angelino look like Cafu? Pogba came on and changed the game.
He did. That's what the whole point.
He came on and changed the game. That's fine. But the problem is not because of Pogba. The problem is, why did Ole start with that same team, that same formation that keeps getting exposed? It's not the players always getting exposed because this guy is not coaching these guys to play football. This is like Saeed said. This is freestyle.
No.
This is like a cipher.
Let me ask you.
We are literally. I don't want anybody to call us Man United until we win the trophy. We are now Vibes FC. I don't want no one to call us Man United anymore because this is shocking.
5 FC for tonight, bro. Come on,
bro. No, beat this. No. Hey. Let me finish quickly. Let me finish this. It will be so like us to lose tonight and then beat City. Why?
No.
Why should it be like that? Why should it be like? Why is it that we can't just beat Leipzig, beat City, beat Paris, but it's let's lose to Arsenal, let's lose to Istanbul, and we come back against Southampton. How many fans are watching that comeback and saying this is great?
Yeah, that loss to Arsenal is
I
embarrassing.
I said against Leipzig, this can't run. Because if we go 1-2 goals down, we're not coming back. And look what happened.
Okay, so wait. Let me just take some of these comments. So from Beerta Klump, who says, how good is Nagelsmann in comparison to Pep? For me, I say Pep is a better coach in terms of how he can coach players. But as far as a manager, doing more with less, I'm going to have to give it
Have
to...
some respect, HH. Have some
Nagelsmann.
respect.
Nagelsmann is a better manager.
Pep is the reason Barcelona is finished.
Calm down.
Pep is the reason Barcelona is finished.
Okay. Guys, remember, guys, like that video. Hit that like button, guys. Mods, get me those likes. Give me those likes. Guys, please, smash the like button. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Ben, United Leipzig, talk to me. Talk to me about Nagelsmann as well as United.
Okay, so funny how I think after United beats PSG, someone, I don't know who exactly, but the person said United was the only team that can beat after Bayern, the only team that can win the. My God,
I'm creasing.
Oh my God! Like I remember clearly, we're on this hangout. They said that's the only team that can beat Bayern, like Man U. I was like, wow, interesting.
I remember that as well. Some idiot said.
I know so many people who said this in my group chat.
They said they can't win the Champions League. They said by their style of play,
they said we could beat Bayern Munich. Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Right now,
okay, wait, Ben, just pause.
Okay.
Yasser Said, didn't you say United are dark horses for the Champions League?
Yasser, you're finished. Jump.
Yasser, unmute yourself. Yasser, unmute your mic right now.
Yasser, you can't hide. I said I'm coming for you because I remember.
Okay.
I remember.
Wait. Yasser, didn't you say that Man United are dark horses for the Champions League? That there's a possibility they could win the Champions League?
Well, we dark horses every single year, G. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to win it eventually. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, mute your mic. Ben, talk
no. By the way, we should...
Okay.
Ben.
Okay. So it's just very funny because I remember when the draw was done, I thought, okay, Man U may struggle to go through. But then they really impressed at first, and now it's sad. But like this kind of performance from Leipzig, if you and this is why German teams, like the Bundesliga is the only league where I've watched and I've not seen people do this low block thing. They don't do that thing. Even when they play in Bayern Munich, they don't do that thing. They go at you, like score us 50, we don't care. We're gonna score you, and that's how they play. And that's why I'm even afraid for Madrid tomorrow for this Borussia guys.
Ben, shush. Relax, just relax. You're too excited. Just relax, chill. Just relax.
Okay, no. I'm just Montebello put 10 past somebody. Anyway,
Roma Madrid winning. Don't worry, Roma Madrid are winning.
Okay, so Leipzig, like what I'm saying is that German teams are used to knowing how to score. Like it's very rare. Even like it's very rare to find a team that goes on a drought from scoring. Like they know how to score. And for English teams and maybe you're struggling to score, you can create, you can do this. Like Man U, you can create, you can do sometimes, but it's not really easy to score when you're playing Leipzig, particularly at home. Like they just cut through you. Like see the goals. Like look at the goal that was disallowed, the corner. That's characteristic of what we're talking about. Man, these guys, they actually planned that thing from the training ground. Like who remembers the goal that was disallowed? The corner kick.
Oh yeah.
I saw it. I saw it.
So beautiful. And if
it's a beautiful goal. That's a beautiful goal.
So I'm saying.
How far? Okay, so
how far come?
Two questions. How far do you think Nagelsmann can take Red Bull? And for United, what's their main issue? Is it a case of sack Ole, bring in Pochettino, or this is a bigger issue?
Sack him.
Well, for Nagelsmann, well, you never know really, because I think he did very well when he beat when he thrashed Tottenham. Like I was really impressed about that. Like for the other ones, and beating Atletico in a one-legged tie, okay, good, but for two-legged ties, because this season is going to be different from last season. You're going to be playing two legs, and I think he was a bit convincing playing Tottenham, but Tottenham last season wasn't very good as well. So, but let's see how far it goes. But for him, yeah, quality is a quality manager. Although he's also one of these uh, philosophy guys, yeah, but don't worry, but it's okay. But it's really good. It's quality. For United, well, oh my God, they've got to sack. They should have sacked this guy. Like
he's using White's magic juju. How do you sack a man that can use White's magic juju?
They should have sacked him at Cardiff. At Cardiff,
I think they should have sacked him when he won PSG. They should have sacked him then, because they could have seen that was magic, and they should have been able to know that he won't do anything. Come on, and just okay, at least at the end of the season. But they hurried too much. You gave him the job. Like, they shouldn't have just given this guy the job. Should have just waited. But now they're in a big mess, and it will continue like this because you can see that they're not really being improved. They're just used to what he's telling them. It's not like they're really being improved. They're used to what, like, I said something about Arteta, and some people like that. I said even if somebody is dumb, you'll get used to him eventually.
So, okay, but just run quick, because we're about to go to others. Should they sack Ole now? Yes or no?
Yeah, sack him now.
God, all right. Let me bring in your boy Bidiko. Just round us your thoughts on the game on Leipzig and United.
Yeah, I think and I always said this. I think Nagelsmann is a really, really good coach. It really pains me how Dortmund missed out on him, because I remember that.
Wait, Bidiko, this has nothing to do with Dortmund. Just focus on Leipzig and Man United, please.
No, it's just me being honest. So yeah, what I will say is, I thought he did really well today. His in-game decision coaching was amazing. Taking out Kevin Campbell, bringing in Hausenberg was amazing, and then he also brought in some attacking player like Cliver. Yeah, he brought in Cliver. And he brought in these guys that made a difference in the game. And sometimes those are the things that I'm looking at for like a coach. Let's just compare him and Solskjaer. Solskjaer is not that type of coach where he's quick to make those substitutions. He's quick to know when things are going wrong. But
is he even a coach?
The difference.
He's too reactionary. He's too reactionary.
He's too he's too reactionary. But I think the thing here is what Nagelsmann does so well that Solskjaer doesn't do well is Nagelsmann knows when things are going wrong, and he knows when to change things when things are going wrong. It's a bit like Hansi Flick. That's why I rate Flick a lot, because the thing about Flick is he has to suffer. The same thing Nagelsmann is doing. Nagelsmann, he saw that, okay, we're 2-0 up.
So, okay. Where would you rank Nagelsmann?
So for me personally, I actually think he's the only coach who can compete with Klopp and Hansi Flick. I think he's the third best manager right now.
And for United, how do we go forward with United? Did he mess up not starting with Pogba? Is this all Solskjaer's fault, or did they just have a trash team?
You saw the difference when he brought in Van der Beek. Why not start this guy? I don't understand United. You brought this guy like in the summer. Why not start Van der Beek? Why not bench Rashford? Rashford has been today he was awful, but again they keep on relentlessly. He keeps on starting him. And these players like Lindelof, who very complacent. And I think United too needs to get a world-class center back. I'm trying to say.
So basically, get a Maguire.
No, not actually. No, I don't. Okay.
80 million. 80 British pounds.
Well, yeah. I mean, but what I'm saying is, like, for example, you look at a team like Real Madrid. They have Sergio Ramos. Napoli has a Koulibaly. They need that type of caliber.
What should United do going forward? So I think they should sack
That's
Ole
what I'm
now.
saying. I think what they should do is, right, this is what they should do. Solskjaer, I think, is the perfect manager for United, but today he didn't have Cavani, and he needs a world-class center back other than Lindelof and Maguire. So getting a Koulibaly, and then probably like
Okay. So
I'll sell Rashford.
So basically,
Yeah,
get
sell Rashford.
get Cavani, sell Rashford, and a world-class centre back. Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Sell Rashford to Newcastle, man.
Wait, let me bring
I respect my MBE.
Let me bring your boy Abdullahi. Talk to me, Abdullahi, man. United against Leipzig, man. Talk to me.
He left.
Abdullahi.
I haven't spoken.
Okay. Nata, talk to me.
I haven't spoken.
All right. Manchester United. They signed a guy for 80 million who looks like a dinner lady. Oh god. Do you want some gravy?
Well, Nata, you better not lose to them on Saturday, bro. So
I swear, if we lose to Manchester United on Saturday, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like if Leipzig are beating United that convincingly, although they had this two chances that they scored from. If we lose to them, I think it's over. Champions League, no Premier League. It's confirmed. But I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for United to shut the hell up because they talk so much crap. They've been saying Bruno's better than KDB. They've been saying Pogba's better than KDB, including you. But I'm not going to mention that. When they haven't won a trophy since 2017, they talk so much shit and then get put in their place so many times and they never learn. It's so funny to me. And look at Angelino. You disrespected Angelino. Look what he says in my name. You said this guy, what is he? He's from the road. I don't know, bald-headed. I don't know where he is. You said he was...
Let's keep it real. He looks like a guy doing... He looks like a guy doing 20 to life.
He's better than
Let's keep it real. He looks like he's doing 20 to life in San Quentin.
I'm not laughing because of that. I'm laughing because he binged out my team.
No. But my thing is that he was a brick at Man City. But
no, he wasn't. He wasn't a brick. He wasn't a brick.
I was wondering where you got that info. That is
wait, not sufficient point.
That's okay.
He was never given a chance. That's all I want to say because he was given chances against.
He wasn't sold. He's on loan now. So
I know. No, he's not loan. He's not loan. He's been sold. He's been sold.
But guys, that's the difference.
No.
Wait.
No, I promise you, he's been sold. He's been sold. It's only like a buyback clause, but he's been sold.
So where do we stand at? Okay, so talk to me about Leipzig, Nagelsmann, because a lot of people in the live chat seem to disagree. So that you can't put. So where do you put Nagelsmann? Because so that you can't rate him that highly because he's not won a trophy yet. So how highly do you rate him?
Look, there's some managers that can perform in smaller teams. They can get the best out of them, aka Jose Mourinho. They can. They can get the best out of this. They can get the best out of these small players, but when it comes to the big time, can they do it? I believe he's a very good coach, 100%. But I just want, I would say he's top 5 right now, but I wouldn't say he's great yet because what has he done in a major club? He has to do in a big club. That's what I would say.
Okay. So before I come to more, from Suleiman who says, when Hansi Flick replaced Niko Kovac, I never thought he'd be this good. Yeah.
Exactly.
It was shocking. I think
exactly.
Hey man, this guy, man. The quickness in which he was able to turn around what Kovac did, I think is amazing because they say, oh, it's Bayern Munich, you have amazing players, but still, the state of Bayern Munich under Kovac, it was a total mess. So how he was able to reshape that mess, make them playing well, and also to end up winning a treble was freaking amazing. Mo, talk to me, Leipzig and the Man United.
Look, plain and simple, Ole needs to get sacked. I do not ever want to hear the excuse that Man U lost because of what Raiola said. That's not an excuse, man. Look, what he said may have affected like Pogba himself, and it may have had an influence on him. But you are 11 grown-ass men. You're telling me like Wan-Bissaka before the game reads the article and is like, oh no, Pogba's leaving, I can't play anymore. No, that's not the way it works. Okay, he's a good player, he's leaving. It's not like he was playing game in, game out. He was benched for most of the games in this season anyways, he probably wasn't going to start either way. You are 11 men. You messed up because you messed up, not because an agent said that a player is leaving. That shouldn't affect your football. Oli, as I said, needs to get sacked. He sucks. I've been saying it. Like, I think what happened is Zidane and Real Madrid ruined football. Because when Real Madrid hired Zidane and it worked out so well, everyone got the idea of like, okay, let's just do that. Let's get Lampard. Let's get Thierry Henry.
so stupid. So stupid.
Yeah, people just saw that worked and thought it's just like a good luck charm or whatever. I don't know. He never should have been hired in the first place. In addition, Nagelsmann, obviously great coach. Off the top of my head, I would say, like, if I'm naming the best coaches, I put him in my top 5. I think I put Klopp, Flick, Mourinho, and Zidane, and what's his name, Nagelsmann in there. I don't know what order. I definitely know Klopp is the best. I don't know the others what order they're in, but Nagelsmann is definitely up there. And yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Zidane.
Wait,
I think Marco Rose has.
Wait, my friend. Oh, you know, this guy's just. Wait, let me just quickly read these scriptures and then I'll come to Abdullahi real quick. So Andrew Laurie says Gilmore is the Scottish design, gets 99% on the eye test. Andrew, be very careful, because you know what happened when our dear friend Abdullahi said Ziyech was the when he said that Havertz is the German Zidane. Please, Andrew, don't fall into the same thing. Let's Gilmore, because Gilmore is a very good player, quality player who's very young. Let him flourish. Let him be the best that he can be, and let him just, don't give him the pressure of calling him the Scottish anything. Let him just be Gilmore.
HH, let me just add one more point, please. I just want to say, after the last time, a few weeks ago in the Hangout, I just want to say I called it. I called Barca losing to Juve because Juve had so many injuries the first game around, and I said Juve would win in the Camp Nou. And I called this because I think, to me, after United lost to Istanbul, it just became obvious that United were going to blow it after such a good start. So yeah, I just want to say, like, it's not a surprise to me, to be honest.
Okay. Abdullahi, talk to me, man.
Bro, your mic sounds like you're from Siberia.
That was I don't even know what the heck that was.
That was terrible.
Abdullahi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you guys hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
Thoroughly.
Are you cooking your mic?
Are you cooking?
You need to get closer to the mic.
Wait, Abdullahi, get closer to the mic. Are you there? Hello?
Okay, get closer to your mic.
Okay, come on.
Let me come on.
No, we can't. We can't. Can't say. Okay, guys, look, man. Let's now move. So,
I haven't spoken, HH.
Okay, marvelous. Talk to me. Marvelous, talk.
I want every single United fan listening to my voice right now to understand.
I'm listening.
That in football, you don't get what you want. Most of the time, you get what you deserve. You guys have a below average manager who ought not to have ever gotten that United job. You guys have a team that is average and mediocre at best and is only glorified by their price tags, how much they cost, and how loud their agents' mouths are. You guys have no philosophy. No one plays for the badge. No one knows what it means to represent Manchester United. You guys have turned the theater of dreams into the theater of nightmares and heartbreaks. And when you put all of what I've just said together, what you get is nothing but ridiculous performances such as these and the Europa League. So congratulations. Red Devil Studio. Yes, Saeed. I will never stop.
Okay, thank you.
This is the guy that I said Arsenal were going to win the league, by the way.
Yep, that's the guy.
Wait, he said what?
Arsenal were going to win the league.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, guys. Wait, we're moving, guys. We're moving. Okay, let's talk about PSG. Now, this is wild. So, I was focusing on the two games. So, I was obviously focusing on the United game that I had on my tablet, and obviously on the big screen I had Juventus against Barcelona. And then I'm just seeing, because obviously I started to check my notifications. I'm just seeing people tweet me. It's like linking me to something. I was like, "Wait, what's this?" I said, "Oh, PSG thingy has been like a guy's been sent off." I was like, "What?" So they say Pierre Webo has been sent off. I was like, "What is it?" But then as I'm learning more and more and more, they said, "Oh no, this is happening. This is happening." And then there's this video that's going viral because Demba is obviously the top trend on Twitter right now, because obviously the thing was apparently this Romanian fourth official referred to him as that black guy. We don't know the fullness, and I think we'll definitely get the fullness of what happened. Under what context did it happen, and so forth. But obviously, the video going viral is where Demba is going straight up to this guy's face and saying, "Your reference. Why don't you say that's white guy? Why do you say that's black guy? Why you refer me to as that black guy?" Then they say, "Oh, this is like a change in translation." So where we are, so then they went into the dressing room because they all walked off. And I think it was really the Istanbul guys who walked off first, and then the PSG guys followed, similar to what happened in a preseason game for AC Milan when Kevin Prince Boateng walked off, and they also walked off. So the position we're in right now is the game is going to be played in the early kickoff on Wednesday. So I've just checked Google right now, and yeah, it is basically scheduled for Wednesday in the early kickoff, man. So you see, it's difficult to talk about this because we don't have all the details, because this is similar to it's similar to the situation that happened with Neymar and that dude from PSG. So obviously we can see here, look, 5:55 tomorrow. So it's similar to the situation that we had with Neymar and that dude from Marseille, where the guy was found to be innocent, but then with Evra, it was a whole different ball of wax. But I think the key thing here is the reaction. Is the reaction from the players. Is that, also as well, to add, someone also referenced me that there was a thing with Tuchel where Tuchel was basically saying to the to one of the players from Istanbul that, "Wait a minute, so did you hear it?" But the guy said, "Well, he heard it, and I'm going to ride with my teammates." But Tuchel, well, if you didn't hear it, but my thing for Tuchel is that why would you go to not believing the player who feels he's been racially abused? You know, so, and as you can see from the exchange that they have, he says, "Look, why would you refer to him as that black guy?" So this is a tricky one. Hence why I just wanted to see where people's thoughts are, because where I am with it is I don't know the full story. And in anything, I need to know the full story. I'm one of those guys where I'm not a reactionary guy of like, I'm like, what, how was it said? In what context was it said? What was involved for him to say? Why did he say it? Was this a thing of a change in translation? But I always go to the reaction. Like Patrice Evra's reaction to Suarez, and obviously Demba's reaction to him. So judging by his reaction, he obviously said it in a way that Demba did not like. So it's it's one of those things that, and I've always said this about people, that you can't solve racism in society. That's not happening. You can solve it in a football stadium. You can be very harsh and cutthroat in solving it within the confines of a stadium if everybody is pulling together and have a zero tolerance. Because once you have a zero tolerance for it, then there's no leeway. Now, once you leave the stadium, bro, you can do whatever the heck you want. It's a free world. But within this stadium and in a sport that preaches no to racism, F racism, you have to have zero tolerance. So let me come first to Stodge with this. So Stodge, from what you know, information that we've received, where do you stand on this whole thing?
All right, so from what I know, so the guy is Romanian, confirm that. But this is what I know. I know the refereeing rules. Now, when a referee is officiating a game and they're not from that particular country, and I'm pretty sure neither side was from Romanian, it's in the rules he has to officiate in English. That's the rule. Why is he officiating? Why is he talking to Romanian? You might as well talk gibberish. No one understands you. And that's what I mean. It's a cop-out. It's a cop-out, HH. The guy did it on purpose. Now, when he's talking to Romanian...
Explain. What do you mean by cop-out? Explain.
It's a cop-out. It's like, it's sort of, because in the rules, he should already be speaking English. If you're going to address the guy, speak in a language he understands. Don't just call him the N-word and then 5 seconds later go, no. It's my language. He doesn't understand your language. You know he doesn't understand your language. So why even mention it? And the second point is...
So basically, he said, because I just looked at Google, so basically he used the word negru, which means black in Romanian. So
why is he speaking Romanian? Who's this? That's what I mean. Who's he speaking to Romanian to? The guy is not Romanian.
Still say his name. You say his name. You don't have to call him black guy.
You don't have to call him black guy.
Yeah, he doesn't have
to call him black guy.
Exactly. And secondly, his vocabulary is so limited that the only word he could come up with is that. You can't say guy, you can't say sir. There's no other languages. Apparently, there's no other words in his languages. He's just making an excuse. And this is much worse than Suarez, because Suarez players can speak in whatever language. I'm telling you now, the referee, he had to speak in English for that game. And why he's speaking Romanian and he's using that word, it's funny because is there any other evidence of this guy speaking Romanian? Suddenly, when he tries to address this guy, he just switches languages. It doesn't make sense, HH. He's done it on purpose. He's a racist.
Yeah.
And he's just using this as an excuse. And were the players right to get off? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if they want to, I'm not. Well, I don't want to get political in it, but if this is what they stand for and they do,
go. I mean, go. What? I mean, where are you going with it? As in, you don't feel that players walking off does anything really? It doesn't really push the needle. You're sort of against doing that. I mean, where are you?
Yeah. Look, this the society you live in. You need to know what rules something, and what rules it is capital, it's economics, it's finances. Now, unless these players decide for a couple of weeks, just like in the COVID case, where they really got desperate, they were like, "F it, if lives die, we have to bring the football back." Now, if you want to make real change, you have to hurt people economically, and that's the only way they're going to do it. These going off, and then UEFA coming in, and then this debate about when the game starts, and then there's people actually turning on both PSG players and the Romanian players because the game is not being played on time. It's just UEFA doesn't really care unless you damage them economically. They're not going to do much. That's if you look at every single change that has happened, even in football. The reason why players are paid so well today and they're no longer used is because there was a football strike.
Yo, HH, by the way, someone needs to ban that guy that's called P's and Q's in the chat.
Okay, no. I've got him, Dory. I've got him.
Bloody hell, man.
But Storch, round off your point and then I'll come to you.
Yeah, what I'm saying is these walk-offs, these players getting angry. What has it changed? It continues. The first time I saw it might have been Eto'o, I believe, when he was playing for Barcelona. I remember that vividly.
Yes. Where like Ronaldinho tried to sort of like calm him down.
Exactly, and not that much has changed. So they need to, if these players, if they stand up for it, if they want to make a change, you need to impact people economically, and that's what they got to do. Okay. And they can't choke. They can't choke like the NBA players did. I remember the NBA players. Well, that COVID, yeah. So they have.
Okay, what's it called, Natsa? Where are you at with this whole thing?
I understand that he's saying, I don't know, he's saying black in Romanian, but correct me if I'm wrong, is it in freaking, what's it called, in Spanish, they still use the same word that is a slur in English for saying black. I don't want to say the word, but
no,
I don't understand.
No, but you see, Natsa, because I learned Spanish in school. And I remember when I first started, I was like, oh my gosh, that's rude, but it's like, no, that's what, remember, Spain is much older than America, you know, so that word just is the word for black in Spanish. But Americans then turned the word into something different and harsher. But that word is like, noir is black in French. The other thing is white in French. So
I understand what you mean. But when I know, but that's why I would never go to a Spanish country, because I already know they're gonna be like, if they're trying to refer to me, they're gonna say black. So I would never go to a Spanish country. But I just mean, like, shouldn't the world evolve? Let's be honest. There's people that get offended by this kind of stuff because it's in the history. It's before even America. This word was used. Okay, it was before even America. This word was used as a slur in Latin. Okay, so And even when people are saying, okay, I can give a benefit of doubt if it was a normal guy, Romanian guy, because I can give a benefit of doubt. But this guy's official. He has a no to racism in his badge next to his shirt. He says no to racism, and he has the ignorance to still use the same.
You've hit on the key points. You see, hence why I put out that tweet, because I'm okay. Opposing player, it is what it is. You're in competition, blah blah. Fans, again, we have the issue. Once it's now the match officials. Because these are the custodians of the sports. These are the guys who sort of keep the sports industry. These are the guys who you report to if there are any racist things happening. Hence why we've had situations where a player has gone to a match official, say, "Oh, there's racism," and the match official does nothing. You know, because the match officials are like, "Screw your racist thing. This is about finishing the game and carrying on with the game." So yeah, that's good.
I wanted to say one more thing as well. With the players that left the pitch, I don't know. I don't want to judge people, because there's no point of judging people like that. But I can never know what their real intention was. But I want to see people when the matches mean something, because Istanbul are already out. Let's be honest, Istanbul are really out. But even in like an Italian game and a Spanish game, when it means something, would the players go out? That's what I know. Would the Istanbul players go out if they actually were able to qualify and it wasn't at risk of the qualification? That's what I want to know. I can never know the intentions. 100%. I can never know the intentions, so I cannot judge it like that. But I just want to know.
Which is why
the PSG players didn't leave, but the Istanbul players left. You have to think about that as well. They left after the fact. Let's be honest.
So for me, I always said like the most powerful thing to do is you've got to bring the game into disrepute. Because the whole thing of like, oh no, keep playing on, it's part of the game, is bullcrap. No, you can't accept this. Do you think LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard are going to accept themselves being called racist things by a match official or fans and they just play on? Heck no, they'll be like, nah, that's not happening. So why should football be more accepting? And this is the global sport this is the world sport.
Exactly. It's football. Football's the biggest sport ever. And Studge hit a key point. If you don't hurt the pockets, which is a very sad thing, it shouldn't have been like that. If you don't hurt the pockets, they won't do anything. So all you have to do is grow some balls and do the right thing. Because I'm 100% sure if it was Neymar, I don't know if it was Neymar down there, because he didn't leave the pitch when that guy was racially slurring him. He should have done the same thing when that happened against that guy. I forgot what the name was. So I want to see it happen in the big games where actually a lot of people are watching. This game was really irrelevant right now. When big people are watching, a lot of people are watching, make a statement back then. Because really it won't matter. This game was nothing. It was a nothing game. And people were not really watching it, so.
Okay, so before I come to more, let me just do so from Sam Joey, thanks for the dope. It says people don't say European American, they say African American, Asian American, etc. These are rooted in biases and subliminal delegitimization terms. You see, that's for me, it's in terms of if you're an ethnic minority, and I just think that this is a world obviously ruled by the European Caucasians. So you being called African American because you are denoted of an ethnic minority into the country. For instance, a white guy in Nigeria is called Oyibo. That's just how we refer to them. And it's not really in a slur. It's because they are a minority in Nigeria, which is mostly black. So we just look at them, Oyibo, and that's it. So I don't think there's nothing racial. So from Andrew Loris, just a thought. Is it racist to call someone what they are, black, white, Asian, if it's not in a discriminatory way? I'm not being racist, by the way. Oh no, that's a great question. Now, if someone says that's black guy, that's black dude, why can't you just call me that dude? That's the whole point. It's like, for me, I would never refer to something, yo, that's yellow guy, that's Chinese dude. You see, saying that's Chinese dude or that thingy dude is probably better than just saying that's a yellow dude. But saying that's black guy, for me, that is just sort of being dismissive of who you are as a person. And look, it's that black guy over there. It's dismissive. It's dismissive. So, but hence why you may want to know what kind of context was it in. But the key thing is, why was Demba angry about it? Hence why maybe if we now see in the way he said it, the manner that he said it in, is what's really riled them about. As people have said, his name is at the back of his shirts. He does have a name. If you don't know his name, say number 8, number 9. Whenever a referee is trying to refer to someone and he doesn't see the name, he takes down their number. So you have the name, you have their number, or hey, the striker over there. That's black guy? I mean, come on. Mo, what do you say with this whole thing?
A referee using this word in a game would be the equivalent of if a judge called a lawyer the N-word in a courtroom.
Oh, yeah.
Just can't be stood for. You're in there. A referee's job is to keep order in the game. If we don't have a referee, people are going to be fouling each other. People are going to be scoring offside goals, whatever. So a referee's job is to keep the order, not to create disruption in the game. So that on its own, the fact that the referee put himself in that position to begin with, that shouldn't happen, regardless of what his intention was. He shouldn't even be putting himself in that position. Now, when you look at the question of, is it okay to call someone black guy? Look, I'm Arab and I study in Canada. I'm at university in Canada. If I'm walking on campus and someone calls me like, hey, Arab guy, come here, I'm not going to answer. I'm going to keep walking.
100%.
You can say, excuse me. You can say, or if you're talking about me, you can point at me and say, this guy. But just saying that Arab guy or an Arab guy, like it's not the way the world works.
No. I mean, so just pause it. So happy you brought that up. If, as a black man, I'm so glad that you brought that point up. If, as a black guy, someone says, "Hey, yo, black guy," and you answer, you're a loser who has no respect for yourself. If you are a guy from Arabic origin and someone says, "Hey, yo, Arab man," and you answer, you have no respect for yourself. You have no respect for yourself if someone refers to, "Hey, yo, Arab guy," "Hey, yo, black guy," and you answer and you come. And people say, see, if I say, "Yo, white guy," white people are the dominant race. So someone being called white guy, they can't be offended because of the dynamics of the world that we live in. So don't use the whole reverse racism crap on me, because that's crap. But more, continue more.
When we look at the situation now, I'm not sure, because what I heard was that he used it to refer to Istanbul's assistant coach, right?
Pierre Weber. That's what this. See,
No. More, the issue was the referee. I think he booked the player, so he wanted to refer to a player like point to the player was like that black guy. So Demba was angry of telling him that, why are you calling me black guy? Instead of, he said, if me as a player can call you a white man, are you gonna accept it? The referee was saying no. Then why are you calling me a black guy? That was the question Demba was asking the referee. He could not give him a reply.
I think that makes sense, because Pierre Weber was the guy who was sort of arguing with the dude. So I think Demba was obviously talking in reference to Pierre Weber, saying, why are you referring to Pierre Weber as that black guy?
Yeah, because I even saw a clip, the assistant coach of Istanbul. What did you say his name was? Sorry?
Pierre Weber.
Yeah, he was saying, why are you calling me N-word? So I think it was directed at the assistant coach.
So the referee was like, it was a Romanian language, but then Baba was like, a Romanian language, you cannot call us a black guy because you know he's a black. So why you find him as a black? And the referee could not give a response.
Okay, so
exactly. And so the ref basically was saying, it's telling the referee that he should book the assistant referee, and he said, come book this N guy. So like I said, he shouldn't be putting himself in that position. To me, the main referee should have, like, as soon as he heard what happened, he should have asked the fourth referee to leave. I think that's what he should have done, because keeping him on the pitch is just adding fuel to the fire. In terms of players walking off, I fully support it, because look what happened. This racial slur was used. Players walked off. Now we're talking about it. Now everyone is talking about it. If they continued the game, we would be talking about the score right now. We would be talking about PSG topping the group or getting second. We wouldn't be talking about that. It just would have been another incident, and people would have moved on in a second. So the fact that the players walked off is the reason that everyone is having this discussion now. So I fully applaud that, and I fully support that. And I even support, because after they walked off, Istanbul were like, we're not coming back to the pitch. PSG could have said, we're going to come back, we're ready to come back, and they would have taken a 3-0 victory. But they were like, we're not coming back.
PSG said they won't come back if Istanbul doesn't come back to play.
Wait. But I think a very good point was, I don't know whether it was Nasser or Storch. So Mo, if something was at stake, Istanbul could still qualify. do you still think they walk off the pitch?
I do. I honestly do. Yeah, because if you see, they were actually mad. You could tell how mad they were. It wasn't just like. So I think they would have walked out. Because I think in a situation like this, excuse my language, fuck football. It's another. At the end of the day, it's a human being being treated that way. So I don't think the priority is football anymore.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so let me come to Ben with this, man. Ben, thoughts on this whole situation, man?
Well, well, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Where I am in the world, Nigeria. You don't really, or we are not. We don't really, what do you call it now? Experience racism like that. But then, there are other forms of stuff like that. Maybe like tribalism or HHIO from Nigeria. So
ethnocentrism in Nigeria.
Yeah. So you still experience something like that where people just have a certain biases, or what's the word? People just, the world is just a very crazy place. Yeah, it's just a crazy place. Like, so the only thing, the thing is when the vicious world.
Okay, let me phrase this. So if someone because I think this is what people have said, and I've just been looking at the dialogue. So people say, wait, that black guy isn't offensive. It's just referring to you who is black, and why is the word black, white? Why is that offensive? So Ben, if let's say someone referred to you, if let's say a white guy referred to you as that black guy, would you take offense to that or not?
Sure, it depends. Now this is it. For example, I would use my where I am in Nigeria here. Some Hausas are referred to as aboki, but now aboki means my friend. But aboki also, because of the way it's been used for years and years and years, it's used as to stigmatize, talk about poor Hausas, or talk about particularly cobblers Hausas. So just calling anybody aboki, they can really get angry. And you may mean my friend. Like I did it once. I thought, okay, because I learned that I went to North once and I learned that aboki means my friend and all that. So I said it to somebody when I came back to FCT Abuja. So I said it to normal northerner. I said that, and they were really offended. Like, you can't say that. So that's it. You have to understand people. You have to understand that this is not accepted. Do you understand? It's not accepted. It's because of where people are coming from. Yeah. So if blacks have been, we know the history of what has happened, particularly the whole issue of racism and all of that. So you can't, particularly, and also with the way they say this, you understand, the actions that follow as well. The actions that follow is not just what they say. The actions that follow, the way they look at you. You just get the vibe. Sometimes some things are not. It's not black and white. You just know somehow. Yeah.
But I think what it is, this takes me back to the whole Cavani Suarez thing, Negrito, because for a Cavani in Uruguay, it's acceptable because Uruguay have issues and they have problems. Hence why there are hardly any black people that live in Uruguay. Hence why there wasn't a Negrito, may be fine there because they think so lowly of blacks in that country. But I want to now leave Uruguay, now come to the Western world, and then I use that. Guys are like, oh, this is all right where we are, but it's not all right where we are. So it's a question of what the hell goes on in Eastern Europe? What the hell goes on in Romania?
In
exactly.
Russia,
if you're saying
in Uruguay.
If you're saying that black guy so freely right now, just imagine what he says at home.
That basically the whole point is that I've always said to you that I want nothing to. I would never live in Eastern Europe as a black guy, never. Hence why shout out to all of my black, especially Nigerians who are living in Russia, all these kinds of places in Eastern Europe. But my thing about it is that what this should show is you have to now readdress the words that you're using in Romania, in Macedonia,
Bulgaria,
oh my God.
Bulgaria is a word for I don't know.
So these are oh no. So that's what, okay. So sorry. Ben, run the point.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is, racism is deep in society. But like football, particularly officials, you should do better. That's just it. You should do better, and that just tells us that most of these people are still human beings, and even the people who are supposed to make to enforce the penalties, they also, you still have racists there. You still do. Because if a ref is supposed to enforce this thing, let's say a player is being racist or a coach is being racist, the ref is supposed to enforce the laws there. But now we're talking about the refs. Come on, it's sad.
Okay. Let me bring in your boy Undisputed. So Undisputed, thoughts on this whole PSG Istanbul fiasco, man?
I'm really baffled. I've never actually, in all of the times I've heard of, racism in football, right? It's always it's usually fans on players. Sometimes it's players on players, like Suarez. I've never heard of a referee. This is completely new to. I can't think of another case like this, and it's completely baffling how someone in a position of power, who's supposedly being selected as one of the best in Europe, apparently, can act like this. And there's no reason to, like, even if he didn't mean it, there's no reason to refer to someone like that. You a player's number, their name, as he said, there's a million other ways you could refer to that person. So I don't think it's excusable at all. As for the game, wait, will there be a rematch now, or will
they are playing tomorrow?
Oh, okay, I see.
In the early kickoff tomorrow, it's already been
scheduled.
It'll
start from the 14th minute.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
will it be the same referees?
You should read Andrew's comment.
No. They said they're going to change the referees.
You should read Andrew's comment. Andrew.
HH is being discriminatory to Eastern Europeans. How so?
Makes no sense. No sense.
No. All I've said is that I have a lot of experience with Eastern Europeans. I've met a lot of Eastern Europeans. I know a lot about what happens in Eastern Europe, and there is a massive racism towards black people in Eastern Europe. Hence why, if you're black, I would not recommend you to go to Eastern Europe. See, like, Czech Republic is okay if you're talking about Montenegro, talking about Bulgaria, talking about Macedonia, Serbia. My gosh, man, like, these guys are still living in the medieval ages. These guys, they view blacks as just the lowest of the low. And
we're not talking about Eastern Europeans as people, more the culture, I would say.
No. It's the culture and where they're like they're still living very much in the past, man. Let me just take a few of these and then I'll come to some of you guys. So from Andrew Ori, why do you hate Latins and Eastern Europeans? I don't hate them. I don't hate anybody. I hate racists. I don't hate anybody. I'm just talking about where people's culture, Eastern European culture, still have a very primitive view towards black people. It is just what it is. And I just think that they are just living way, way far back in the past, because for decades, there's always been racial issues, specifically in that region of Eastern Europe, that has been more prevalent than other places. And the funny thing is this. We hear racist incidents in Eastern Europe. We hear them in Portugal, in Spain, Italy. Where is the country of the Nazis and so forth? Now, they have been. Based on how Germany was presented to me in England, you don't see those many racist incidents or known incidents come from Germany or the Bundesliga. Just interesting points.
And just to step in, like what HH is trying to say, he's not saying every single Eastern European is racist. He's discussing overall, the culture overall. So you guys are misunderstanding it. It's not like he's saying every single Eastern European is a racist.
Okay, so from Richard wait. So let me just read this comment, then I'll come to you. So Richard Aina says, Peep game, Jesus became Kopogobin. His story is written by the victor. If I told you there were blacks throughout Europe before, you'd think I was mad. It's true. What? Wait, where is Europe? Oh, sorry, Europe. If I told you, no, the Moors. I already know about the Moors. I know about the Moors, man. So I already know that history. Europa League is the new Champions League, anyways. Inter Milan, Real, Arsenal, Spurs, and I said, screw the Champions League. Yes, decided no. You see, before I come to you guys, I'll come to Marvelous. The thing here is that, and this is just the reality, that Romanian guy that said that thing, he has a low estimation of black people. It is what it is. Because I know what that guy is thinking, saying that's black guy. Because that region of Eastern Europe view blacks as certain way. I told you I have dealt with Eastern Europeans. I went to school with Eastern Europeans. I know the kind of issues I've had with Eastern Europeans because that region is heavily white. They don't have that much mixing. So therefore, based on the image of the world, they still view blacks in that kind of slavish mentality. Oh, these are these uncivilized monkey gorillas, bottom of the roll. But if you come to an England, a France, or Germany where blacks have been fully embedded into the culture, you're viewing blacks in a different way because you're walking with them, you're seeing them every day, you're going to school with them. If all you see is white, and the image you see of black people are, these are just the hip hop rap guys who are cool, but blacks are just at the bottom. That's black guy, that black dude, that's black or whatever. So that's how you view it in Romania. But when you now come into Europe and you refer to them as that, guys, like, wait a minute, this ain't Romania or Eastern Europe, bro. You need to sort of be much more respectful to me than you would be if I was on your home turf in Romania. Because if you were in Romania, you're called that black guy, monk, and all those things. Marvelous, talk to me.
Okay, so I was looking through the chat as I was simultaneously here and listening to you guys speak. So I'm going to try my best to remain as objective as possible and not get too emotional and not call certain people in the chat out of their names. But I just wanted to say, Butter Subs, I want you to stop typing and hold your ears open. The word he used was negru, which means black in Romanian. It's not about the word or what it means. It's about the context in which he used that word. Like Studge pointed out, when you referee a game, you're supposed to speak in English. English is the global language. Why are you speaking in your native Romanian tongue when you know no one else can understand what you're saying? At that, given the context, the historical context, and the tumultuous nature of the word Negro in correlation to black people, why do you think that is the word you should use when addressing a black man? Why do you feel you can do something so comfortably and face no repercussions? That referee is scum, and I hope he loses his job. Now, I'm looking at people in the chat, specifically Romanians. I'm seeing Templi Paul, Popandu Agorno. I'm seeing all of you defend your country. No one is attacking your country. What we're saying is this. There is a racism underbelly that exists within certain cultures, specifically in Eastern Europe. I don't want to sound like an educator, and perhaps this is a conversation that should extend to your second channel, but I will say this briefly. A lot of issues with racism in regards to Eastern Europe is deep-rooted in colorism. I hope you guys are still holding your ears open, specifically Butter Suds, you idiot. It's an issue that is deep-rooted in colorism. They see black people as less than, therefore they feel they can refer to them as such. There are other ways you can address a person without pointing out their skin color as the first identifier. I also wanted to say, Addy Kush, I read your comment saying you've been through a lot in regards to racist abuse. I just wanted to say that we love you. People that are not black, I will implore you, people that are not of African descent, when you hear or you see black people, African-American people, people of African descent talking about racism, your first action should not be to speak. You should wait, listen, comprehend what they're saying, use your brain as a human being, and take into consideration that these are words that have been used to oppress, marginalize, and just downright treat African people inhumane for years. So you should listen first. Listen first before you type your ignorant comments. This is why sometimes I wish I was a mod in here, just so I could counsel some of these fools. I know you guys are laughing in my voice and everyone likes to joke, and I love laughing too. But this is a serious issue.
It is.
These aren't things that should be taken for granted. No one is attacking your country, or we're attacking what these words mean.
I mean, marvelous.
It's just taking fast. Look, actually,
wait. Let me finish. I
finish.
don't want to lose my train of thought. The fact that the word Negro still exists in Spanish dialect, Negro still exists in Romanian dialect, stems from ignorance. It's not because these countries don't know. They know, but it's ignorance. It's deep-rooted in their view of Black people not being equal to them. It is something that has to change, and unfortunately, it will not change in our lifetime. But what we can do is set the foundation so that in our children's lives, they will hopefully exist in a world where racism does not exist. In regards to what should be done when racist incidents such as these happen, because I feel like it has to extend far beyond just hurting UEFA or FIFA in their pockets. Teams need to say, we're not submitting a squad. We're not going. We're not playing. These countries where these many incidents have happened and no action was taken, we refuse to participate. It has to be a conversation. So I look in the chat and certain people say things like, why can't there be separation of sport from racism? Why do we have to bring politics into sport and things of that nature? People fail to realize that players, officials, coaches, these people have a life. They're able to participate in said sport because of their life, because of where they're from. That's why they're able to play this way. That's why they're able to talk this way. That's what makes the sport so special. If you take away the life from it, then it lacks meaning. Racism isn't something that should be taken as a joke. It's a serious issue. So when I read people's comments in the chat, I get offended.
Okay, so actually, let me just, because I want to comment to the other guys first. Let me just, because I want to say something very quick, but I want to deal with a few comments first. So from, let's see, can someone tell me when the round of 16 will take place? It's going to take place on
Monday.
14th. So, Jan Kenny said Ronaldo has beaten Messi with United, Madrid, Portugal, Juventus. Messi only ever beaten Ronaldo with Barca. But yeah, carry on. Very quickly, because we'll get back to the topic. One player doesn't win a whole game for a team. It's a team sport. Okay.
When has Ronaldo ever beaten Messi?
No. But I'm saying that Messi isn't playing Ronaldo 1v1. It's Juve against Barca against Real Madrid. It's team against team, manager against manager. Please try and actually have a mature view towards the whole thing. See,
and it's not Messi's fault that he never left Barca.
Okay, so basically, let me just so before I come to Damon and then BDCO, my thing here is that.
Again, I haven't spoken about it, HH.
Sorry, Babla. See, my thing. See, Marvelous is obviously on the right track. Then I think what he said was great. The issue that you have here is people talk about education. We need to do this. I cannot change a racist person's view. I have no time to change a racist person's view. I used to when I was younger. Now I don't, because the sad reality is this: that for some people, they need a feeling of superiority. They need to feel that they are better than. And it is very important that they feel that this black guy is below me. So for specific people in specific regions and so forth, I'm not saying it's all people, but in specific regions, there is a culture that black is the lowest, white is better. So for them, they have to have that feeling of I am better than that. No matter what, no matter how low I am, I can rest easy that I am still better than this black guy. That wherever this black guy is, I'm still better than this black guy. And this just goes by the perception that society has put forth of what black means. Angel is white, good is white, black is evil, black male, black magic, all that kind of stuff. That's why I say white magic, because I want to flip the script, so...
Hey, Josh, can I just... Yeah.
So let me come to Damien with this. Damien, thoughts on this whole PSG Istanbul thing?
Yeah, it's just a whole mess. Yeah, I was very surprised by this, by an official to say that to a colored person. And look, racism will always happen, and we'll always talk about it. It looks like it'll never end, but what we can do as a society is try and make a foundation to at least limit it or try and stop it for our children and generations to come. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay, cool. BDCO, talk to me.
Yeah, HH, I think the thing about racism is it's not only white versus black. I've said this year in and year out. This is a clear indication of what I was saying. It's Spanish versus Africans, it's Asians versus Africans, it's African Americans versus Africans. And something, I get criticized when I keep saying stuff like this, but it's the truth in the matter. I think what needs to happen is that sometimes we need to understand who we are as people. And it's very, very disrespectful. It's very, very disrespectful how the referee put it in that way. And it was on live TV. This is the funny thing. This was on live TV. Everybody was watching it. It was on live TV, and everybody can see a guy who's not white, a guy who's European, is also being racist. And I just hope this is a learning curve for not only, I don't think it's only for Eastern Europeans. I think this is a learning curve for also African Americans. I think it's a learning curve for Asians. I think it's a learning curve for Spanish people. Spanish people are racist, and if you don't know this, I'm giving you a heads up.
Don't generalize though.
No. It's true.
No, but you can't generalize, because like I've known Spanish people who aren't. I've had Spanish friends, people who aren't racist. So you can't just say Spanish people are racist. Full stop.
No.
There are sections of that, but you can't just say that as a general statement. You can't.
Okay, so this is my thing, HH. One thing that you have to know is a Spanish person can look at you and you might not understand the Spanish words that he's saying, but he's talking something bad about you. He's being racist to you. He might not even have to say
wait, but Bidiko, is this for every single Spanish person?
I think so, yeah. Because sometimes they speak and you don't understand, right? You don't understand what they're saying. So how would you know if they're not
Spanish.
But then Bidiko, then you're just making an assumption. If you don't understand the language, then you just can't tell whether they're saying or not. Is like, for instance, if like I start speaking like Yoruba or I start speaking Pidgin, you can't just assume I'm insulting you unless you know for a fact I'm insulting you. Or a guy who speaks Japanese or Korean, unless you know for a fact.
But HH, the thing is, right? The thing is, he might be speaking his language and he'll be laughing at you. He'll be laughing at you.
The referee didn't say that. The referee said
so that's what I'm saying.
Wait. Let me just read this comment, then I've got to come to apply. So from Dark says that, rewatching the scenes now, Mbappe to head ref, we can't play with this guy, pointing to the fourth official. Istanbul manager to fourth official, we don't want you, we don't accept you, you're a racist. Oh, see, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. But because
before you get Abdullah, can I just say one thing?
I'll come to you and then to
okay.
But I think what's it called is like, I think it's when you see.
Do you know?
Okay. You see, if someone is offended by something, they're offended.
Okay.
It is what it is. As much as it means, because see, people are like, oh, you get offended by some stuff. Because I have said things where I think that's not that bad, but if they feel offended by it, they feel offended by it.
But
just relax. So if people say, "Don't refer to me as that black guy," your response can't be like, "Oh, but you're black. I didn't say the N-word. Oh, but if I said that white guy, no." If a guy says that, "Don't refer to me as that black guy," then she'd be like, okay, oops, I'm sorry. Your response can't be like, but it's not racist. No, but I find it offensive. But it's not offensive. If someone says they're offended, your response can't be, why are you offended? You shouldn't be offended. I'm offended. And that's it. You move on. Because there are a million other things that you can say that aren't offensive.
Give me some seconds. I just want to say something, just quick seconds, right?
Very quickly.
Okay. So, what if an African American or a Spanish person or an Asian or something like that, right, tells you that you look like a monkey, or you look like a chimpanzee, or you look like a gorilla?
Okay,
that's racist. That's racist.
But what's your point?
My
No, we don't
point
understand.
is, my point is, right? This is my point. He's referring to you as in an animal. And you know, back in Africa, they used to.
Wait. Okay, no, Bidiko, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, sorry. I'm sorry. Bidiko, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, completely, totally. Oh my, that guy is just. Oh wow.
He's
wow.
off. He's off the whole.
Oh, okay, so sorry. Let me come to Nasa now. Okay, Nasa.
I don't know what Bidiko oh my god! Every time he goes on the right track and he just goes off it somehow. I just want to say, I want to add to Marvelous' point because he made a very good point. But the thing is, nobody's attacking Romanians because Romanians have been attacked before. Okay, Romanians are one of the people that are stereotyped as thieves. Whenever they gypsies, antis, whatever I forgot what it's called, anti-Zionism or something like that. I can't remember. Apologize if I'm wrong. They've been same thing with Jewish people. They've been looked down on as well. Okay, so nobody's attacking Romanians specifically. We're just attacking this person specifically, and nobody's saying every Romanian is racist. BDK, I don't know what he was talking about. Nobody's agreeing with him.
No.
Saying every Spanish person is racist, which is so stupid. I've never heard anyone say that in my life.
There are black Spanish people, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. That live in Spanish countries.
Yeah.
That's why I want to add in this question. Nobody's attacking Romanians. We're just saying this person is being racist and should be a cop. And he's an official as well. He's an official.
Yeah.
Says say no to racism in his badge. Okay, let's be honest here.
He should know. The worst thing is that you're an official. For an official to do that is insane. So before I come to Abdullahi, let me just read some of these things. So from Real Deal, it says that I don't like to judge someone at their lowest moments. He apologized. So did he apologize? Does he speak English, etc.? If it is racist, then a referee saying that is crazy. From what I saw, I don't think he did apologize because you saw a confrontation between Demba and him, and I think he was trying to copy play by saying, "Oh, it's a you were lost in translation. It's a different language," which is a really crappy cop out. So let me just hit some of these other ones, and I'll come to you, Abdullahi. From 88th Bus Stop. People think players are making a big deal out of this, forgetting how many times African countries have been unfairly kicked out of tournaments. Yeah, I mean, look, as I said again, it's like people saying that, why are you making a big deal? Why are you doing this and doing that? And it just comes out to the key points. If you are offended by something, you have the right to feel offended. And if you're offended by that, then you need to acknowledge that you've offended someone. It's very simple. And the shocking thing that people always want to have this wrong. Oh, but why? Because people want the freedom to say whatever the heck they want. And they'll say, oh, you're just being emotional and a snowflake because you want to live in your nice world where you can just say whatever the hell you want to say. Nah, not going to happen. And Laurie, I'm part Latin, and racism is prominent in Spain. I remember over there, people would avoid seating to people of color on the bus. Very sad. Daniel Jones Ortega, member of the channel, long-time user, he's half Spanish. And he tells me that there's serious racism in Spain. And that's from a Spanish guy who says, yes, Spain have a racist problem. Abdullahi, talk to us.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I want to say I'm going to talk about the Paris Saint-Germain and Istanbul, talk about United and talk about Barcelona. But let me go with the PSG one. I listened to what Demba said, and I think what the comment he made was pointing to the fourth official and telling him that this is you can tell a player that you can give a player a yellow card for maybe for kind of coming to the pitch and just making some force. It's understandable in football, but you cannot call someone black a black guy. And when you call someone a black guy, you get them offended because you know he's gonna respond. The Baba wasn't playing the match; he was just standing out. So he was referring to the official. Why would you call me black guy? Why you call him black guy? It was like he said, no, I don't care being a misunderstanding. Why would you call him a black guy? That is not supposed to be done. And I think I'm hearing the news now that if the UEFA doesn't do something, they're gonna forfeit the match tomorrow. They're not gonna play. They're gonna forfeit the match. If the UEFA doesn't do something to either the fourth official or the referee, they will forfeit the match. They're not gonna show up anymore. So even PSG already said this. Both the PSG and the Istanbul said they are not coming up. If the UEFA doesn't take an action about this, no one is playing that match. It's completely over. That is the breaking news I'm hearing now. It's completely over. If they don't show, if the UEFA doesn't come up and have an alternative with what is going on now, no one is showing up. It's completely over. No one is showing up. So this can't go on. Because I remember when I was in college, like I think sorry, permit me to say this. When Donald Trump was elected as the president of the United States of America, there was a comment he made which frustrated everybody in America, including me. It said Muslims are terrorists. That gave me angry a lot, massively mad a lot. So I wrote an essay, a 3-page paper to Donald Trump, to the White House, to the Washington D.C., to voice my opinion about that. You cannot call Muslim no. Muslim are not terrorists. There are some countries who does that. Iran, Iraq, they does that. Muslim aren't terrorists. You have to be elaborate in what you said for us to understand what you're saying. Then the following morning he said he didn't say that. The way he said it was because the reason he said Muslim are terrorists because some people, the Muslim have money and some doesn't have money. And I was angry. I also wrote another letter to him and tell him that no, if Muslims are poor, it doesn't make them racist. It doesn't make them terrorists. No, you can't make that kind of comment in a public way. It doesn't make sense.
So what is the solution then apply like for situations like this, specifically for this situation here? Like, do you think education is going to help?
Education won't help because racism has been here for many years now. I think the best thing for them to do is they have to deduct points for any team. If you hear any racist comment, either the team playing, either they are winning or not, is that they should be out of that competition entirely. If it is a player, if it is a referee, if it is anybody, complete out of the tournament. You can't be using that kind of word into another person. That's offensive to them. People doesn't like it. So you cannot be using that kind of comment into people. You don't do that kind of stuff. It doesn't work that way. Remember when people was calling Maruba, they tell him a black monkey or someone like because you can't be saying that publicly. It doesn't. You offended someone. He's getting offended because you're calling him a kind of name. Imagine he has a name. Why don't you call him his name? Why are you calling him black? Black this, black that. That's a racist.
Okay.
That's a racist word.
Okay. Let me bring in your boy King Darren and talk to me about this situation, bro.
No, the fact that this is an official or fourth official is just absolutely disrespect. It's just a disgrace to the sport of football. As Abdullahi said, as the guy said earlier, I think what needs to be done, the guy has to be fired. He can't come out of football. You know what I'm saying? That black guy is offensive. You don't need to be educated. How many times do we have to educate people? Come on, this has been going on since the 80s, AHH. Before I was born, these campus are being run. It's not even education. Is it me? Is it AHH? I know, right? I can't go on street and call a woman a bitch. Excuse my language. Everyone knows that's offensive to females. So everyone knows saying that black guy or the N-word is offensive. So there's no need now for education. You have Black Lives Matter in the summer. Whether you agree with the movement or not, it happened. And we all know the connotations of that. He has to be fired. And I think go ahead.
So again, I'm going to look at both. So what about people who say like, man, but he's black. He was just referring to me as that black guy because he's black. Why do we have to be so emotional about this? He didn't say the N-word. He wasn't being rude. He just said in his language, black. So to that you say what that? Why should people feel this way?
He said Negro.
I said I'm going to Darren. Black. So Darren, to people who say that, man, why are you being so emotional when he just referred to him as black? Because he's black.
No, we have to look at the connotation. In the statement, did he actually say the entire thing in Bulgarian or wherever he's from?
No, he said Negro. He said that Negro. So Demba was angry about it.
Basically, Negro, which is Romanian in black, yeah.
Right. So to me, that looks like a backhanded way of you wanting to say the N-word. Because it wasn't whole phrase was in Romanian or whatever. Because then you could say, to me, it's still an offensive statement. But you can understand, well, hey, he didn't understand English and he said it in Romanian. But the fact you start saying, yo, that Negro, whatever the word is, to me, that's a trying to be a smart way of saying the N-word. And then if you get called up, you try to flip it back. So I think he has to be sacked. And again, what you have to call him, that black guy. You said that it's something for disregarding the person, as if the person is nothing.
It's dismissive.
If he said something like, oh, the guy over there, he tried to describe him and then he said black. To me, that's a gray area. But if I automatically said that black guy, it's almost like
that's thing. That's just entity over there. It's dismissive. It's dismissive. Right. Okay, let me come to Suleiman, man. Round us off, Suleiman.
I think everyone already gave their opinion on this, and mine's basically the same. Like, what's the point of even referring to him as a black guy? Just say, like, his last name is on his shirt number. I mean, yeah, just refer to him as that. What's the point? And yeah, he should be fired because he was obviously. If the guy's offended by it, then why even say it? You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys,
hey, I'd just like to say something. This is in regards to people, and this is something I've noticed. People take two ends. They're too liberal, they're too leftist, they're too emotional. But let's do a breakdown of the people in the comments. Supposedly they're extremely logical. Now, you're logical, correct? We know that every official is trained to speak English. We know the rule states that the referee, there's no official language, no referee, unless they're in Romania, shouldn't be speaking Romanian. Now, why would he speak Romanian? And in particular, why was the instance where he spoke Romanian? Why was it for that word? Since you're so logical, we know that he's trained in English. We know that he should be speaking English.
Enough for you.
and then let's add something else. Anybody that partakes in international business, you know that when you go to different countries, there's certain words that you shouldn't use. We know that for big businesses, the international language around the world is English. That's how UEFA is as well. So that's another point. There's companies that change their whole brand name in countries like the Middle East in order to not offend people. This is standard business procedure. And the third point is, forget about how we feel, forget about how anybody feels. When you work in an environment, the governing body, their duty is to make sure that you feel happy in that environment. There should be no need for you to get abused. That goes for any player. So why is it that in UEFA, in their particular competition, somebody's getting abused in a language he doesn't understand, where he shouldn't be speaking anyway? See, that's the thing. That's the thing people forget. Forget about race, forget about color. Every individual deserves to feel comfortable in their working environment, in every business.
No. I think the key points you make is actually very key points, which is the fact of the matter is that you are unofficial, and the general neutral language is English. Now, obviously, let's say you're Italian and there's an Italian player. Okay, I can speak Italian. You're a Spanish player, the Spanish player Spanish. But if you're referring to a Dutch or a guy from Ghana or from South Korea, English is just sort of like the common denominator where at least people know at least 4 or 5 basic phrases of English. And the key of the matter is that why was there ever an instance as an official that are using the word negru, which means black in Romanian? Why would you use that word as an official when you know that the general thing is English? And I think that is where that issue lies. And the key thing of the matter is that if you people, it's either we don't be realistic or not realistic. Once I heard that the guy was from Romania, and I know about Eastern Europe, again, as being clear, which is what Nata said, this is not an attack on Romanians, on people. This is just being real. And if we're not real, nothing will change. If we keep living in a bubble like, oh, no, stop complaining, blah, blah, then nothing will change. But I live in the world of facts and reality. And the reality of the matter is that Eastern Europe, because they don't have many black people, and because they don't have a lot of exposure to black people, they have a very stereotypical view of black people. See, from our structure, it's logic. If you're in a society that you mix with a lot of people and so forth, you will get to know them and really know more about them rather than the stereotypical nature that society has now denoted to you. When I went to Japan, a bunch of kids came running towards me because it was the first time they'd ever seen a black guy in their life before. So it was like, oh, geez, black guy. So in Romania and places like that, whether it's Lithuania, there hardly any black guys there. And even speaking to my Lithuanian friend, he said, yeah, if you come to Lithuania, you may get some stares and some racist things because guys don't have exposure to black people. So it's two things. It's the lack of exposure to black people, and it's how black people are presented and the stereotypes that people have of black people. That is why a guy can use the phrase, that's black guy, because the general stereotype of black people is that they are at the bottom of the pyramid and you're just supposed to feel dismissive towards them because they're the lowest of the low.
HH, I agree with you, but I just want to ask, or not ask, or say, like, even though what you're saying is true, America, they're still one of the most racist countries, even though they do have a lot of exposure to black people. They're still very racist. So even though I agree that Eastern Europe and maybe those parts have a lot of racism, I don't think you can say that they're the most racist countries, because if you look in America, there's a lot of racism.
It's more outlandish because you're alone now. You're alone. That's the thing.
No, because I'm never look. There's racism everywhere. Like you go to the south of America, racist. England, where I live, go to the countryside in England. Oh my gosh, you'll see racism in the countryside in England. You go to places in France, Spain, Italy. So I'm not saying Eastern Europe is just more racist, but the kind of racism Eastern Europe have is different because see, in the South in America, they have proximity to black people and so forth. So the racism is more aggressive and out there. But the racism in Eastern Europe, because they have no kind of contact with the black people, they have a very stereotypical view of what black people are like. Whereas it's different from, like, let's say, in Africa, in Arabic countries, or places in Western Europe where black people are sort of embedded into the country. So from Wally Gunnar says that Ref does not know the name. Black is a word of aeons. I think he says Megru is black, N-word only 200 years old based on foreign spelling. The next to the three white men. Yeah, mates, to paraphrase this, you still can't refer to him as black. Either say it's that guy here, refer to him, points to him, saying that's black guy, doesn't work. So guys, to round this off, because the third hour, let's just look ahead.
When I thought about United a little bit, before you round off.
Oh Lord. Okay, oh God. Okay, wait. Let's just do tomorrow's games first, and then you can talk about United. So, guys, very simple. It's Real Madrid, it's Inter Milan, it's Shakhtar Donetsk, and of course, it is Mönchengladbach. So I'm just going to go around the room and just tell me your thoughts. Which two teams will come through? Who's going to come through first and second? Because all four teams can go through. All four can go through. And from what we've seen tonight, hopefully we're going to have a very exciting night. So let me come first to Natsa. Who will come first? Who will come second in this group?
Which group are you talking about?
So basically this is Inter, Real, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Mönchengladbach.
Do you know, whenever you count out Real Madrid, do you know what's going to happen? If you can pull up the table again, Agent.
Yeah, it's coming.
I just don't. I don't see Real Madrid losing to Borussia.
They don't stare.
Gladbach. I don't see it because
they wouldn't dare.
The pressure is on. Yeah, they're pressure merchants. You call United big game merchants. These guys are pressure merchants. When the pressure's on, they know they're going to perform. Even in a game against Sevilla, I think Montas said it's a practice game for them. It was a practice game for them to prepare for this game. So I expect them to win that game, and I don't believe Inter will beat Shakhtar. No way Inter beat Shakhtar.
Well, Inter are at home though, so
home or away, I don't care. If this team couldn't beat Real Madrid when they had injuries, a lot of injuries, Inter Milan couldn't beat Real Madrid. This Shakhtar team beat them twice. I think they beat them twice, right? Beat Real Madrid twice. I know it's all about matchups. I think it's all about matchups, but I just the way Inter play and the way Shakhtar play, it's just a negative way for Inter Milan to go on the team. If they play at the five at the back, Shakhtar will they have very good players. Even the Brazilian players that have Tyson, I forgot their name because their name is so irrelevant, but they're very good players, very good technical players, and it will not play again in Inter Milan's hands. Let's be honest. So I expect it to be a draw or a win for Donetsk. I don't see Milan doing Inter Milan doing too much.
So who comes through top? Who comes through second in the group?
Real Madrid will go top, and Shakhtar will go through as well.
Oh my God! Okay, okay. So Lost Colchonero says, give you some hope for tomorrow. I'm kind of shook. Colchoneros, you'll be fine.
Wait, by the way, if Shakhtar and Real go through, Shakhtar will be first. They can't both go through and Real Madrid be first because Shakhtar have the head-to-head.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, that's true. Because if they're the same year, then Shakhtar will go top. Colchoneros will be fine because Simeone would not dare mess up against. I think is it Lokomotiv Moscow that you guys play, or is it Salzburg? You'll be fine. You'll be fine, man. Have hope. Suleiman, who's going through in this group, man?
Shakhtar and Gladbach.
Oh my God! So Shakhtar are going to go top and Gladbach second.
Yep.
Bro, don't underestimate Real Madrid, bro. Don't underestimate. They're going to make you eat your words.
Damien, talk to me. Who goes top? Who goes second?
Real and Inter. I'm sticking by my predictions.
So Real top, Inter second.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Talk to me.
Since Sunday's hangout, I gave more in-depth thought to this. I don't see Inter losing or drawn with Shakhtar Donetsk. I think Inter will beat Shakhtar, so I see them going through. And then when I think about the Mönchengladbach Real Madrid game, I feel that Mönchengladbach will just throw caution to the wind because they know that they have to win and that Real Madrid are desperate. So I think Real Madrid will go to Europa League, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
I think it'll be
so who goes top, who goes second?
Gladbach first, Inter Milan second. Sorry.
Well, are you saying Gladbach are gonna beat Real Madrid?
Yeah, I think because I feel like the desperation of Real Madrid and the pressure that they're gonna come into the game with, and the style of gung-ho attack that Mönchengladbach have is just a bad mix. And I actually think that game will be very high scoring too.
Okay.
Is Ramos going to start?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he should start.
Ramos and Carvajal.
King Darian, talk to me. Who comes top? Who comes second?
Right.
Darian, man, your boy needs to come through. Your boy needs to come through, man.
Man, got bail us out, man. I'm in two minds. I think Inter is going to beat Shakhtar. I just think they're a good matchup for Inter. But if Ramos plays, I'll say Real wins. So it'll be Inter and Real. If Ramos doesn't play, I think both of them will draw. So Conte will be in Europa League and Gladbach and Real will go through.
Okay.
So I need Ramos to come on and score a winner.
All right. Suleiman, what are you saying here? Who comes through first and second?
Didn't I already say my opinion though?
Oh, okay. Mo, talk to me.
I think with or without Ramos, Real Madrid are gonna win. To be honest, he is starting. They said that he's fit to play, but even if he wasn't, I still think they'd win. Not to say that Gladbach aren't a good team, but I just think this is too important for Real Madrid. It's Real Madrid, come on. And that's my first point. My second point is I really want Gladbach to go through, but I just don't see Inter dropping points. Not taking Shakhtar lightly, but this is a do or die game for Conte and for Inter. And I think that they proved versus Gladbach last game that they can come through. And I think they will again. So unfortunately, I think Gladbach will end in third and Inter will end up in second. I think basically like the way it's going to work is that Real Madrid and Inter Milan, they're doing favors for each other. Because if Inter beat Shakhtar, then Real Madrid go through definitely. And if Real Madrid beat Gladbach and Inter win, Inter go through. So they kind of trading favors.
Okay. So remind me again. So who comes top? Who comes second?
So Real top, Inter second.
All right. Okay. Undisputed.
Inter is 100% beating Shakhtar. That's for sure. They're at home and they've beaten them. They beat them in the Europa League. They beat them in the first round here. They're gonna beat the Real versus Gladbach. Real versus Gladbach.
Go. Talk.
Real versus Gladbach is so tough. I'm gonna go with Gladbach a win, a 4-3 win for Gladbach. And Gladbach will go first and Inter will be second, and the Europa League anthem will echo through Santiago Bernabeu.
That's it. Okay, Abdullahi, round us off, man.
Like I told you on Sunday, Mönchengladbach and Shakhtar Donetsk is qualifying. Real Madrid is going to Europa League, and Inter Milan finishing last in table.
Inter is finishing last. Okay. So who is going top?
Mönchengladbach first, Shakhtar Donetsk second.
Oh my god. Okay.
Although Shakhtar actually drew against Inter Milan the first round game.
Yeah, you guys are on that team. You guys, the Madrid fans and the Inter Milan fans are underestimating Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, they're very.
Abdullahi, before we end off, so you said you wanted to talk about United.
So yeah, this is what you need to. This is what you need to tell United fans.
Hey.
I told you not to play this music, my friend.
This is for United.
Look, my friend. Look, don't play the music because YouTube will get on
Copyright.
me. Please, don't play the music. Okay?
I think the problem with United is they are too overhyped and too much noise. I was saying that the fans saying Rashford is Ballon d'Or is better than this. Yes, in 2020, Rashford is better than Kylian Mbappe, but there are levels to which they play. So not everyone need to calm down. I think Europa League is what they deserve. It's what they need to go there and do the start there. People are saying because of Mino, Riola said this. I keep saying it. I am a Labio fans, but the Labio doesn't. That team does not fit Labio. It doesn't fit Labio. No. That team does not fit him because you cannot have two world-class players in the team. One is functioning, the other one is becoming a brick. Something is going on in that team. Is the manager really, no? I'm serious because is the manager really good?
So look. We've already waxed lyrical about this, guys. Let me just end it like this, guys. Real Madrid are not going to the Europa League. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
If, in some crazy way, they do end up in the Europa League, the issue is that I have work the next day, but we may have to at least do like an 8 or a 9 hour at least. But it's not going to come to that. It won't happen. I refuse it. But guys, whatever will happen, we'll see it afterwards, guys. Peace out. Stay tuned. And I'll see you guys at the post analysis. Thanks for joining. Guys, remember to like the vid, subscribe, and like that vid. Peace out. Stay true. Peace. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube contents by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.